Hello! Why is there echo? Stop! Okay. All right. Sorry. What's up? I'm so professional. Thank you, chat. I changed the description, but why? I don't know why StreamYard's uploaded a description for my last or from a previous stream, like this default that I use. So I'm sorry. I will edit it as soon as the stream ends because I can't edit it while we're going. Anyways. We are not talking about 656 comics, even though they're very awesome and I love them. We are here talking to Adam Lawson of Gifted Rebels Co. And we're talking about The Exiles today, which is another lovely, amazing book. And you're closing, right?
Yeah, so it's been cool. So we did a run on Kickstarter. That's where we did our first launch. And you know, I'm partnering with Leslie Snipes on this book. So he and I co-created this along with another guy named Keith Aram. So I have other partners, you know, and they never even heard of Indiegogo. So they're like, what does that platform mean? And so we did our launch on Kickstarter, but then I wanted to do something here on Indiegogo. And today is the last day. That is, you know, an encore campaign that's for all the people back to my other books. There's this whole awesome group and community that's rad, that's out here in the chat and around that have been supporting everything. So that was exclusive to them. So there's an exclusive cover that's for them that Rob Willis did. It's this beautiful piece. And there's an exclusive print that Preston Acevedo did. So it's all unique just to this campaign. It's going to be fresh and different. And it doesn't go in demand. It closes tonight. And then it's gone forever.
Ooh, it's closing tonight.
Yeah, it closes tonight.
Yeah, all right.
And then it is gone forever. There won't be
no in demand. All right, I'm posting the link in the chat right now. And we already have a few super chats, but we're gonna get all into this campaign. Yeah, sorry again about the description, guys. I typed up a whole paragraph introducing Adam and the book, and for some reason StreamYard's glitched and didn't upload it. So sorry about that. But yeah, people are saying they got their books for Fiendish. Yes. If you don't mind, let me do a little housekeeping before we get into it.
Please,
just a tiny little bit because I've hit a bit of a milestone, kind of. I thought I did, and then more shit happened. But I finished shipping all the orders for Fiendish 1. Technically, I mean, I did pack and ship every single book, and then lo and behold, a box. I sent 2 boxes because I have distributors in several countries to help me distribute locally. So I just send them a huge box of books, and then they send the books out locally, and it helps a lot with shipping prices. But one of the boxes that was going to Australia got dropped in a tub of water by the mailman. We figured out that's what happened. So unfortunately, it was about 11 or 12 books, but I have yet to find out which backers they are because at least the Australian Post, even though that mailman is a complete fucking failure at life. The post office said that they're, they took the whole package, they assessed the damage, they're like, we're going to pay you back for like the price of the product and for the shipping. That's what they said. I haven't gotten a follow-up to that, but Hockey, who's my distributor, contacted them, and he's been really great about this. He's like on top of this. He was so mad. I think he was more mad than me. So whenever I find out which orders those are, I'm getting those shipped out to you guys. I'm sorry about this. It's like so much shit has happened in this campaign. So first of all, like the grayscale books printed really well. And then as soon as I was printing the color books, it was just nonstop bullshit. So first Mixim wasn't able to do the spot gloss. Like they said they could, and they changed their mind on me. And I'm like, it's not a small thing. I promised my customers the cover would look this way. And you took my money, and then they said they couldn't do it. So I was like, no, you have to refund me. Then I went to another printer, and that printer took my money too. And then lo and behold, they didn't have paper for like 4 months. So the printing took 4 fucking months, and then I got the books and half of them were damaged. So I had to go to a second printer and do a whole new print run, and that pushed back the fulfillment even more. So I've just been losing my mind for about a whole year. Yeah. But we're nearing the end of it. My suffering is almost over. Probably not. But let me pretend that it's going to be over.
It never ends. Shipping is like is the madness of it, and it's so it's endlessly frustrating. I remember Replicator Rob and I were talking, and I shipped a book out to him in Australia, right? Early on, and I'm like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna be so protected. And I'd hired this fulfillment company, and then it shows up in Australia, and they'd only wrapped it in paper, and it was hardcover with all these corners, and they were all banged up, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and all those reshippings end up just. You just destroys any chance of you like ever kind of paying your debt off back on the book, and it's just like, and also too, it's like so defeating because somebody waited a year. Like for us, it's not like they clicked on Amazon Prime and it showed up the next day, right? This is they clicked on it and then 1 year later it shows up, or 6 months, and so they're like, so they're like the anticipation is much higher, so the anger is also much higher.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's so fucked. It's terrible, and I mean, I did some stupid shit too. So like, part of it is printers, part of it is shitty mailmen who deserve to be fired, and then part of it is my idiocy because I didn't know that because I print my shipping labels at home. I pay for them with the shipping program, and I label them. I just drop them off, and I'm stupid, and I didn't realize that you have to take them to the post office like the day you print them out. So I printed out a bunch of shipping labels, and I just like labeled all the packages. I let them sit there for like a week, and then I took them to the post office. They're like, no, you're going to have to pay for all these again. So I didn't even tell you guys about that because I was just so mad at myself. I didn't want to talk about it for like a month. But that happened, and I paid for like about 30 books twice because of that.
Whoa.
I think I'm going to start drinking. Hello. So anyhow, let me catch up on chat. We have a super chat. Darius S, thank you. $5. Thank you. Darius says, I just got the book today and it was awesome. Yay! Thank you, Rini. Can't wait for the next one. Thank you so much. Again, we're launching this Saturday, 9/10, September 10th, on Ethan's channel at noon EST. So that's the plan. We're gonna stream for as long as I don't know, as it flows. I would like to stream for like the whole day. So I'll do the launch stream on Ethan's, and I might do like a stream on my own channel. Depends on how long Ethan's goes. And then I'm going to be doing a night stream on Red Valkyrie's channel. And I have like an exclusive cover for their stream. So you're going to want to stay tuned and make sure to follow me on Twitter because it's, first I have a 24-hour only cover. So the grayscale cover is 24 hours only. And the Red Valkyrie cover is, it's Ragna wearing nothing. And I assume people would want that because Shay did the crowd. Listen, it's Ragna's my booty character. She's She's also like a
there's-
smart caster girl, but listen, I gave her triple D's for a reason, and I'm proud of it. And Shay is doing a cosplay of Ragna, so I thought this was perfect because I didn't know if I was gonna make that image a cover. Let me show you guys real quick because I have the flats done, and actually Yvonne's helping me with we're like coloring it together. We have like a weird process, but hold on, let me just, if I can pull this shit up within the next year, that would really help, Irene. Okay. You guys ready? Would YouTube like be a bitch about this because they don't like anything racy? Well, fuck them.
I know.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the flats, and that's only going to be available on Red Valkyrie stream. I might cheat a bit and just leave it on all night because I want people to buy the cover. But there you go. Yeah, if you want this, you're gonna have to catch my streams on launch day. Let me see. Do I have the grayscale cover here as well? This is my Indiegogo folder. Ah, there you go. So this cover,
This is an amazing image. I've been seeing you post this. This is an epic image.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So yeah, I want to do sort of like a white on black cover for every chapter because I did that for book 1. I don't have a copy next to me right now, but it's like the demon one, and that was like the black and white version. So for Fiendish 2, I don't think I'm going to have a black and white version. If we get like really high on the funding, I might offer an inks only, like artist editions, like just my inks without the colorist work. Because some people have asked for that, but I don't know, like if that'll have to, because it's printing a whole other book, so we might have to wait for like, it'll be a really high stretch goal, but maybe we'll get there. So you should back the book, because if you want like a cool artist edition thing, then you should back the book and help me get my stretch goals. But so this is like, I think these black and white covers though, I'm going to keep them because I think they look really cool, and it's going to be like the first 24-hour thing for every campaign. That's my plan. Yay!
No, I think that's a rad idea because there's something cool about that. Like, you know, there's this Kickstarter kind of has this like day one backer bonus, and always like when I did my other board games on there as well, like the day one item, you sell as much of that as almost everything else. It's kind of, I think that because it creates like some anticipation for that first moment. We did that for the Exiled. And we did it also here on Indiegogo. You could get this statue free day one for backing.
Ooh, let me full screen that.
So this, you can get it now too. There's the veteran tier on the book. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is a collaboration with Wesley Snipes and myself. He and I have created this book. We have another partner named Keith Aram as well. And this is his character, Detective Roach Washington. And we had this, it's a little bit blue there with the light, the way it's hitting this, but this is a cool, you can see how huge this figurine is. This is all part of the campaign that the veteran tier gets you this along with the book, which is going to be a rad, oversized something like this size, 8.5 by 13. You kind of compare that to.
Ooh, look at that.
So it's going to be huge.
A sexy book.
Huge, soft cover with a ribbon, bookmark in it. And you can get this a part of it. So these only exist now. Cool. This version of the book only exists now. You know, we picked up a publisher in this campaign process that's going to take it to single issues, called Whatnot Publishing. Anybody's not on Whatnot, it's like a eBay, but like the live auction version. And they now started a publishing division, and will be one of their first 4 titles. So it's cool. So that'll make this campaign experience even more unique and rare and probably more valuable because it'll be the only time it's ever been this way, and then it'll hit the mass market.
That's awesome. Chad, someone asked if where Wesley Snipes is. Are you able to bring him on?
I know. He came on when we launched on Indiegogo. He came on with Dan Fraga. He was on there with myself and Keith. So if you go to Fraga Boom's channel, you can see in there. And Wesley's a man of the people. He dove in. He backs this indie community, and like he dove right in. And so he was there on a stream for an hour with us. And he's been super approachable about that. It's rad. Like it's like, you know, I work in television and film, and it's kind of my hope to be able to bring some bigger bigger talent pieces like Wesley into our world. And so Wesley's number one. And he's, it's kind of amazing because you're talking to a legend, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're getting notes. I'm getting creative notes from a legend, right? Like when you think about his history of films, we always think about the Blade trilogy, but the dozens of movies before and everything after, and it's like you're like, this guy is a true legend, and so it's really a cool thing.
That is really cool. Yeah, let's pull up this campaign and just jump into it because we're here to talk about your book. But people are going to ask about Fiendish. Will that cover be available every time I read Valkyrie? That's actually a good idea. I wasn't planning on that, but I should do that, shouldn't I? Because I want more people to get it, and but I also want it to be for their show. Yeah. So the answer is yes.
I see. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, because I stream with them, a couple times a month probably. So I think that's a good idea. All right, let's pull up the
EXILED. In fact, this is a Shay original. She designed this T-shirt for the campaign.
Really? That's cool. It's all over print. Oh, that's awesome, man. I need to pick her brain about designing merch. She's all like, ooh, let me show you how to make merch. Because like right now I have a Redbubble store, but they kind of are constrained in the kind of merch they have. And they have like the material is really good, but I'm not wearing one of them now. But like it prints well, but their shirt, they've got these like super unsexy, like straight lines. And like I'm like, I want like a tank top and something that prints all over and on the sleeves too, with something with curves for girls. Anyways, it pisses me off.
No, I know. They're giving you like the stock, like hard T-shirt that you could almost stand up on its own. You know what I mean? Like the Comic-Con floor shirt that like you never wear again because it's too ugly.
It's like, I'm just buying this to support the creator, and I would never wear it in public. I'm like, I don't want my merch to be like that.
No, you want it to be cool, and she totally does that. And so this is exciting.
Yeah.
But this, you can see here, this is cool because this cover here, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see there's two covers. The original that Esquivo did, who's my artist on the book. I think he might be trying to jump.
I don't see him in the back.
No,
we were waiting for him before the show, guys. I don't. Okay. If he's welcome anytime.
He's just gonna jump in the chat. He's unfortunately not away. It didn't work out. Okay. But you can see like this is the original cover that Esquivo did here in red, and then Rob Willis did this one over here in blue. Valentina Bianconi, my colorist, she's awesome. She colored both of them. But like this is, but the one over here, this Rob Willis cover, this is it. This is so it's gonna be cool for those who do this, because I think as this book goes into single issues and hopefully gains some decent popularity, that that those who like came on now have the true street cred, right? Mm-hmm. You have the band T-shirt before the band is famous.
Yeah, you get it. Real comics cred.
Real comics
cred. That cover looks really cool. I wish I hate how Indiegogo resolution, like you'll upload like a really nice image and Indiegogo just farts all over it.
I know the compression is brutal. But it's even the campaign video is Wesley. He takes you into the story. Essentially, we have a sci-fi noir tale about a hard-boiled detective pursuing a serial killer 5,000 years in the makings. It's a bit of Seven meets Blade Runner. And as our detective is tracking this serial killer, he ultimately uncovers Earth's darkest secret that ultimately flips our whole paradigm of the world on its head. So it's there's murder, mayhem, betrayal, and it's in this tomorrow future, like not today, but just into tomorrow, and it's a layered story. It's not about superheroes. It's something dramatic. It obviously has Wesley's creative insight infused into all of it. And that's what it is from a story standpoint. And it's 140 pages, linen deep. This wasn't something short like Fiendish. This was big. I'm messing with you.
I see how it is, Adam.
Yeah, this isn't a 48 page experience.
How dare you? How dare you? I will have you know Fiendish too is 72 pages, sir.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's
I've
a
got enough
giant
about
photo.
my first book, the eighth, was 224 pages.
Holy
So
shit.
yeah, I've always gone for like,
Well, you're
let's
doing
go.
like graphic novels. You're not doing like chapters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I've always kind of done it that way. I think I've always felt that because as a backer, like when you buy something and you get just the chapter, sometimes you're like, oh man, I wish it was the whole thing.
Hmm.
But anyways, um, pay for your
No, I
mistake.
can I can understand that. But
Yeah.
usually
I don't think
it's
there's a right way
it
to
takes
do it. I don't think
time.
there's a right way
Yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah. It
I don't think
depends
there's a
on your
right way to do it.
story too. Yeah, if you can just like Joe Ball is another person. I think he's putting out like a 300-page book, and I like buying books, and like I always prefer tankobons over the single chapters, like and trade paperbacks is American equivalent. But I understand when the creator just doesn't have like use one person, and comics take a lot of time to draw, so you don't want people to wait forever to put a story. But it's really cool
No,
that you
I
can,
get it.
if you have a short enough story, you can put it out this way. That's great.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 140 pages, and then there's gonna be there's a manga sized version of the book as well.
Cool.
If you can see, if you scroll down, you can see it's there. We had the
Let's go
pages all
back.
done in gray tone, so it's the same art but gray tone pages.
Yeah, I
But
was
here's
about to ask you. Hold on, let's savor this art for a quick minute. This is really good art. Look at this. This looks gnarly too. Is that like
yes,
the smoke is like burning them and shit?
that's right. This is a
Yo.
gas attack, and this gas causes their flesh to dissolve.
Ooh, I love bloody shit like that. Burn, burn in hell. Yeah, this is really nice art.
And then you can see
Okay.
that like Frank Miller sort of ode to Frank Miller image that became the T-shirt. You know, it was Esquivo and I trying to like. There's this passage of time. If you scroll up one, it's there. You can see, this. We wanted to build this, take advantage of that beautiful rain effect because it's always raining in the story. But if you keep scrolling down there, and you can see the pages, the gray tone pages, to give you some contrast.
Yeah,
Of,
let's see. Limited edition. Ooh.
and there's a rad print.
Okay.
This is the limited edition print that Preston Acevedo did. It's very heavy metal.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You got the heavy metal style right down. That's
He
great.
totally does. And then you can see the
Looks
original cover and the original print.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, look at how heavy metal it is.
Yeah, that's
Again.
really heavy metal too. I love that shit. Yes, let's bring heavy metal back. Yeah, like real heavy metal. Cool.
Yeah, and he just crushed it. In fact, we did for Comic-Con, we did they did an exclusive foil version of that cover.
Ooh,
that he did.
Full screen you.
So we did an ash can.
Ah,
right?
sweet.
It's foil, right, of that
Mm-hmm.
cover. You can see the gray tone pages in here. And people were flipping these on Whatnot, some of them going as high as 425.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Because we only printed 100 of them. Yeah, they were going for 250 to 425. It was blowing my mind.
Yeah.
But
yeah. That's amazing, dude.
we didn't get any of that, but it was great for
I mean, it's still a compliment for you in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice if I had that money to pay off the debts for shipping, but oh well. I'm happy for my backers. Kaduka for 5, thank you. Well, Mosha, Remy, thanks. Battle Damage issue ship. Yes, I remembered. I've shipped a whole bunch of the Battle Damage books too, which is the issue I'm reading. Looking forward to finally reading it. Black and white and regular. 987 issues I framed. Thank you, Cat Dooku. Cat Dooku's so kind every time, and I think he said he got one of the he bought a few copies of Phoenix. He got one of them like framed or something or graded. I don't know if that was you, but that's so cool. Thank you. Bye. Okay, sorry, chat. I'm like way behind. Let me try to catch up. Hockey, good day. Hello, Jelly Green. Oh my gosh. How about let's get through Adam's campaign first. I'll pull some more fiendish questions in a bit. Okay. I would love to do that because I know we're launching this Saturday, and I think I'm gonna do another stream on Friday night to just talk about the campaign. All right. So you guys just stay tuned for that. but it's kind of like in between. I want people to like back Adam's book, but also I have the self-funding campaign. There's a lot going on. Jeremy Burks, what's up? Hey, hello. Hey, it's Matt Barr. Hey, thank you for the link, guys. I know the description is fucked up. Yeah, sorry about the description. I'll fix it later. But if the mods could please post the correct link, that would be great. Nice. Alrighty, awesome. So hey, I did one of those cards.
And here it is. Irene, we should pull that up. and Irene did one of these. So we did these. We unlocked these trading cards along the way, and those trading cards, we already unlocked them on Kickstarter. So Indiegogo backers, you get them as part of your package. And this awesome one here in green is you. In fact, let me see if I know I've got the. I've got the black and white.
Where do I have this image? It's somewhere. Yeah. I have so many folders. It takes me a long time to find anything if I'm not ready. No, hold on. It's the first one. Your name starts with A. That's really helpful, actually.
I had to have made it high up on the list.
Yeah. Let's see. Alrighty. Whoop. I almost left the studio. That would have been bad. Yeah, so I did that cover. I mean, trading card. It's not a cover. There you go. That's me.
That's the original. And it's awesome because it captures this really cool character, JL, in the story. Half Japanese girl. And people found it. And she works for the Corps, this organization that the detective Roach finds as he's pursuing this serial killer, this secret organization. And she becomes sort of his handler, if you will, where she is his cleanup crew, cleans up his messes. And when he uncovers something, she takes it as part of his sort of nefarious underworkings of this mystery.
Nice.
Yeah. No, so awesome work on this, by the way, and the colors are great.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, no, everybody as everybody else.
Yeah, awesome. Where's the actual page? Let's look at the other trading cards. These are nice. I like the little like motifs around it. These are really nice looking cards. You always get really good artists. Let's see. The guy who's just like hacking open a spine. This is my favorite. I want this one. Please, somebody get it. I'm gonna get this. Wait, hold on. Who gets the trading cards? Is it everybody? Or do you have to? Everybody gets. Okay.
If you back up a copy of it, it's all, instead of it being a stretch goal because you already unlocked them, this campaign had no stretch goals. It wasn't about that. It was about offering this to everybody on the Indiegogo side and offering them something new and fresh. And so this is Tyrell Cannon who did this, rad artist that I've been following his art, who did this, one of our killer here, Calyx. Clayton Barton did the guy in blue there. Jordan Evers did our sexy girl here.
Yeah, look at that.
She and your fiendish girl with the triple D's could be friends.
They could definitely be friends. They can be best friends and hold each other's boobs up and be each other's moral support.
That's exactly right.
I don't know why I said that, but I think chat likes it.
Chat likes it. I mean, I don't know that that's all that common of a thing. I mean, you're a lady, you know better than me, but
they're heavy. I'm just saying, they're heavy. Anyways, so you want a sexy girl trading card? Get this book. You know you want to. Get it now, friends. Barb Rogers, Little Miss Sunburn, thank you for Canadian 10. I feel compelled to pay for your mistakes, Reedy. Oh, thank you. I should pay for my own mistakes, but I appreciate the thought. Have some Dogecoin and a drink on me. All right. Thank you very much. I will have a drink on you. Cheers. I just poured myself some whiskey, so I was gonna drink, but just there's been a lot going on, and I've been kind of stressed. So
there it is. It's funny. I was just shooting a commercial for Seagram's whiskey yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And Eliza Schlesinger is in it. She's super cool. But yeah, so with we had cases of it, but I'm a sober guy, so I just gave it away to everybody. Too bad you could have gotten a case.
Oh no! Don't you know I love whiskey? Well, now you know. Like,
Yeah, now I know who you are.
someday I probably will get told to quit like both coffee and whiskey eventually by my doctor, but it hasn't happened yet. So until then, I will indulge.
But yeah, so this
So
this is a cover we also had
let's
done
see.
by Rob Willis. This
Oh,
was
I
also,
saw this. Yeah. I love this.
yeah,
Dude.
this is the black and white cover. It was the other ash can that was available. These were the two that we had at Comic-Con. And this is also rad liner cover. This also may or may not be the A cover for the book when it hits retail. Obviously colored, but this was another rad thing. I wished I had some of these left over to sell to backers. They printed 1,000 of these and 100 of these.
Oh my God.
Whatnot did, and they've been doing the con market, and they have like 40 left. I'm like, listen, I'd love to be able to give stuff to backers, sell the backers.
Yeah. It's a really good feeling though when you print something and you're like, oh my God, I'm printing so much, I'm never gonna sell it. I'm gonna be selling these for years, and then you just sell out, and they're like, holy shit! Like, it's people who say there's no money in comics don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You just have to know how to reach your audience.
Right. Well, there's a different kind of money. You have to do it a different way, right? Like it's niche, but if you can do it right, there's something there. So
it's niche, yeah, but I think we can grow it, we can expand it, and even the niche market, there's a lot of people that are hungry for good stuff. And this
I agree.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's secret codes in the book as well too. This is a cool thing. There's a digital collectible. So inside the book, there are going to be codes. Find the codes, enter them into a website, and then you can download a digital collectible. It's a way of kind of giving back to the backers. So it's cool. It'll only ever exist one time in the. It'll only exist in this version of the book. The retail versions won't have them. It'll just only exist here.
Right. Okay. So it's like, is it like a code or like technically like a QR code you can scan, but it's only printed in the book, so you'll be able to access like a secret online place.
Yeah. So what happens is actually buried in the pages is the code. So like you have to search for it. There's like a little bit of a game in and of itself.
Oh my God! I love that! I love mysteries.
So you sort of solve the code, you put it in the website, and there it is.
Oh, that's cool. I want that. Huh. That's a good idea. Is Adam going to kill me if I steal that, guys?
Please
I'm not going to do that. No, I already have a bunch of resources on the Fiendish website, but I do love that idea. I love mystery stuff. Go version. By the way, do you have I saw you post that cover by Rob Willis on Twitter. Do you have like a version you can pull up digitally so people can see it more clearly? Because it looks really cool.
Oh, yeah, just for sure.
Show off.
Yeah.
Got 2 Fiendish arts, or one is the battle damage. Yes! They're going out. USPS is a little like fucked up right now. I've had people ask me like, where's my book? And I'm like, I shipped it a month ago, and then the next day they get it. So I'm sorry guys, but I have shipped everything. So except the Australia orders. Ooh, oh my gosh. Frog G, what's up, bruh? All hail Frog G, and everybody sign up for Frog G. He's got a book based on him coming out soon. It's gonna be awesome. Holding a Ninja Turtle ooze. Oh, you're talking about the trading card cover. She like harvests aliens and stuff or something, right? Oh, Deanna, thank you for becoming a new member. Yeah, I do want Kavalon. It's my favorite.
So here it is. Here is the cover.
Yeah. Okay.
So people can see it a little better. And then you can see it, and then we'll go ahead and.
I was talking about the black and white one. The ink one.
Oh, you have a black and white version? Oh yeah, the original on the bridge, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Oh. Well. I am loud, and you should know that now. Oh, I'm finally caught up.
Okay, here we go.
I did, yeah. I tried, guys. I'm trying so hard. By the way, I'm not doing fulfillment myself next time. I hired somebody else. And from all accounts has very good reviews and has done a great job with other people's campaigns. So it should go much smoother. As much as I love like if I pack the books, at least I'll do a really good job packing them, and I'm like really picky and perfectionist, but I just don't have the time. I can't do it, guys. So here we
No,
go.
see, I know at least there's some passion in doing it yourself because then you're like, you're going to wrap it right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here is the cover, and all its awesome glory. I don't think anybody quite gets as committed to lines.
Dude, no, like I looked at this, I was just like as an inker, this is amazing. This is great. It looks
Right.
like it's like lithographic, dude. You know how hard that shit is to do? Do you know if he did this digitally traditionally?
He did this traditionally.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's all. That's I mean, he only works.
I need to have a word with this guy. We need to talk.
Look at this one.
Yeah, I saw the rain one. What the?
And so the rain was also all done traditionally. All that rain effect, all done traditionally. Now I've got.
That's great.
But that's
really great.
It's awesome. But I think that he's committed at another level, right? To get this, like you have to live in this, you have to swim in this. You can't do anything else with your day than this thing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Here's something cool to show you. These are Esquivo. My artist is also working traditionally as well, and he's just crushing it. Let me show you some of his pages. Because he's doing it all, traditionally as well. So all these pages are coming in.
Let's see. I got it. There we go.
They're all coming in traditionally done. So these are just the scans, These are just the scans, and you can see how he does. It's always fun when the artist does some of the lettering as well. I do my own lettering as well, but just the way it gets embedded in the image, and you can see this rocket launcher. This all done traditionally, and there's something that awesome that happens. When somebody draws traditionally, right? You can see in that black that's there, all the sort of the smudge work and nuance that's in the traditional work.
Man, that's really good.
Just love it. So that's so I'm a sucker for that. There's this. To show you this.
This is a lot of combing. Yeah, a lot of ink combing, guys. Are you guys enjoying this?
This next book that Jason Krager and I are doing. This is not this Exile. This is for the future, called Jawbone Death. You can see he did this traditionally, right? And so
I don't like him anymore.
Something that happened, like look at this double page. Look at this double page.
Oh my god, that looks. I don't like Krager anymore.
It's just like you see this, and when you hold it in your hand, like when you hold one of these, something happens to it.
Sent you the original art too?
Yeah, so Jason Krager did these. So I bought these from him as well. So I paid. Okay. Yeah, so I paid for him to do for the rights for the digital, but then I also bought these original pages from him as well. Yeah, because it's like I want these for me. It's like once you get holding original art in your hands, something awakens. It's an addiction. You're like, oh my god! Once you start holding it, you can kind of see it and feel the weight. You're like, oh, I can't go back now. Now there's no other way to get it, right? Like when you see
every brush stroke, it just feels different.
Yeah. No, when you go through it, you kind of see, and you see the blue lines still in it, right? And you can feel like you're like, hi, this is it, Anyways, this is Jawbone Death. It's on my. I'm releasing pieces of it on my Substack.
Awesome.
Find it.
What is it called again? People are asking what book was that for?
So there's a book called Jawbone Death.
Jawbone Death. Okay.
So Jason Krager, this artist, he did the Kill Journal with me. He's also doing. There's a short story in this world called The Forgotten Wars, but we're in the process of creating this book now, and so you can see this is the wrap cover for the ash can that will drop here after I get the Exiled out. But it's beautiful. But if you want to be following along and seeing the pages, go to my Substack, and you can find it through my Twitter. But it's rad. We're kind of releasing the pages and keeping people on the story of that. But it's like, I know, right? Rennie. It's like when you realize what somebody did to make that, as an artist, you're like, oh man.
It's so annoying. I need to go draw right now. This stream is over. I'm just kidding. But I will go draw after. I miss drawing. That's how bad it is having to do fulfillment myself. Anyways, I'm not going to complain anymore, but it's really annoying. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. That's amazing. They're such good artists. Krager, why?
I know. Krager is really, he's doing some next level stuff on this book, this Jawbone Death book, in the same way that like Esquivo, we did a draw off at San Diego Comic-Con. They were both there. They both came to our booth. And thank you, Holy Hand Grenades. And they came and they did a draw off there live, right? Mm-hmm. And all traditional. And then anyways, then they flipped and sold the pieces, but it was something rad, because Esquivo's doing it too. It's all live, and he loves to use whiteout like crazy, right? It built the rain, and like he's flicking it across the page. And there's something about that like Pollock like energy when you spray the paint across the page. Anyways, I won't keep making fun of traditional artists. Digital artists anymore by saying they need to step up their game and become traditional.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to the mockery because like traditional art does have that like that awe to it, and digital has so many conveniences, but I don't know. I certainly appreciate people who like doing occasional traditional pieces is one thing, but doing a whole comic traditional now, it's different. But sometimes the results are worth it. Depends on the artist, but the results are worth it. And you know what's Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm really surprised how people are so interested in seeing the artist's work. Because you said Esquivo was doing it live and he does draw streams and stuff, right? And I was like, well, I thought at first that nobody was going to watch any draw streams. People just want to hear people like shoot the shit or like promote comics or talk shit. But no, people like the draw streams because the audience is interested in seeing the product getting done. And that's really awesome.
Right. And the thing about it is also too, like I think about artists like James Herron or Daniel Warren Johnson. Like the other thing is they can sell their original art. Like Daniel Warren Johnson has done 2,000 pages, right? Mm-hmm. Traditionally. Who he did Murder Falcon, his book, Do a Powerbomb. I met him at Comic-Con, one of my favorites. And he sold all 2,000 pages. So he sells every page he draws. So which means he can get paid twice for his art.
Jeez.
Which transforms your life as an artist, because then you can get paid for the rights for the digital, and then you can get paid for the original, and you get paid better for the original, obviously, than the digital side of it. So it's like so for the same amount of time, you more than double your earning power.
Yeah.
So there's a lot anyways, something to be said for that. So he's rich now? No, he's not rich, but he sold 2,000 pages over the course of a decade. So, but anyway, something to be said for the traditional artist is that they can, if you can build a decent following, you can really, you can do some of it.
Definitely. I've heard several Marvel artists. I think Sean Gordon Murphy says this, and a few other people. They make more money on selling their originals than they do actually getting paid for the books, because even A-listers at DC or Marvel, their rates are like amazing compared to and like everyone else, but like still the originals go for so much higher, and that's where the real money is, conventions and original sales. And that's why all these people have art dealers. So there is definitely value to doing it traditionally.
No, it's like James Herron. He did this book Ultra Mega, and if anybody isn't reading that book, it's out of this world. And so he did that book for Image. He did it all alone, no money up front. Gets paid back end through Image, right? But a collector bought the whole first issue for $50,000. So it's like he made what he was making a year doing, pages in one issue drop because of the collector. So anyways, something to be said. So, and Esquivo is selling those pages. If anybody wants them, hit up Esquivo. He's selling them direct. That's all his, but no, they have the blessing of Wesley Snipes.
Awesome. Somebody hit up. Is he in the chat? I don't see him in the chat. If you say something so people can contact him. What's his Twitter?
At Esquivo, ESKIVO art. So at Esquivo art.
One word.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll write it right now.
Yeah.
Follow
Esquivo's
Exquivo! Exclamation point.
So that's the Exiled. Not to take everybody's whole night talking about a graphic novel that's to be made.
That's what we're here for.
But it's awesome. We're pages and pages in.
Oh, he's here. There we go.
Yeah, he's there. We've just we've wrapped up. We're past 44 pages in, and Esquivo's not doing anything else with his life right now because I'm not letting him but draw this book. And it's special. This is the way to get it, and it ends in a few hours. Anyways, and this community is awesome. CG's great. Everybody here has been so supportive and amazing, and I can't thank you.
Oh, hi, kiddo.
Come on, baby. Come on, my little boy. He's saying, "Hey, guys."
Baby cameo. Oh,
yeah. The baby says hello, guys. This is Oliver. He says hello. So
hello, Ari.
So that's the Exiled. And as far as there's the statue. There's the statue, which my son loves very much.
Oh, I bet. That's so cool. I want to start doing
cool.
like 3D figurines, but it's I want to. It's like a balance between having like a full blown figurine and like being able to like it costs a lot, but I think it'll be worth it because people really love it. But I also wanted to fit the campaign, so I'm thinking of starting out with like little like miniatures, like game miniatures first.
Yeah.
And, but
this is
kind of like I want to do that.
The mold on this is 8,000 for the mold. 2,500 in sculpting.
I'll do the sculpting myself. Hold on, let me show you something. I've got a sculpture that I haven't finished because I have to pack books. But let me show you. I do actually, believe it or not, guys, I do actually sculpt. Go on my website, ReneeDraws.com. I have sculptures. I swear to God, I can sculpt things. So this is like the base model that is gonna eventually be done, and I'm thinking I can cast it. It's a pretty castable pose. I just have to make the hair and the weapon separate. But
the tricky part is if you want to do it in mass, you kind of have to do it in China, and then the STL file is all you need. They don't really want a hard mold anymore. Mm-hmm. They're going to take the digital file and build the molds. But then it's
I should have done this in ZBrush. It depends because I've done some ZBrush, but I just enjoy the feel of traditional sculpting so much. It's like doing traditional art, right? Like I do my comics traditionally, but like this, just like nothing replaces the feel of this. So I do it for my own enjoyment. And if someone wants to cast it, then sure. But I don't know. I think it'll be like a special thing. Like it's not. I don't know. I just really like traditional sculpting. Anyways.
Yeah. But once you get past that, like the price point to get one of these is so low, then it really makes sense in mass.
Yeah, your campaigns have to get to that price point first. So no, it's
I'll
get there eventually. I'll be like
Fiendish 2, baby. Fiendish 2.
I don't have any planned. I'm trying to not launch put anything on the campaign that people can't get right from the beginning, except for some of like the limited covers and stuff, because I feel like I don't want to force people to. Oh, look at him! He's so cute. He's so distracting.
Yes.
But I don't want to feel like I'm forcing people to back a campaign twice. But no, I love to do like a miniature or like a sculpture thing sooner or later. Soon. Mold the body, 3D print the details. Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling with. I embrace digital art, but for some reason, I have trouble accepting 3D printing. I don't know why. It's weird.
Well, 3D printing is kind of tough in comparison to injection molding. It never quite looks as good. It also requires a decent amount of cleanup.
Yeah.
Well, Rennie, I've got a boy. Who's lost his mind. But thank you for having me on, Rennie. And showing me and being able to show, because I love this chat. I've been on a couple times with you, and you're just such a cool artist. And what you're creating.
No problem. Let me scroll through this campaign again. I thought you would be on for longer, but I just want to make sure. I want to make sure people see the rest of this campaign. If you can stay a couple minutes.
Yeah, no, of course. And I would love to. My boy just had a meltdown, has been ejected to me.
Oh no, it's
But yeah,
okay.
you
I
can.
mean, I don't mind, but we can't quite hear you. So, oh, here are the black and white pages. Yeah, I was gonna say the black and white is really well done, and it's not screen tone either, so you don't get weird printing issues. What's that?
Yeah, and it's not just a flip
Really
to like,
nice.
oh, we didn't just take the color and put them to black and white. Jason Krager actually went in and recolored these all in gray tone so that has proper dynamic range and you can actually it's actually properly done versus just like we'll just flip the color to black and white.
Mm-hmm. No, you definitely like it's just making the colors desaturated. That doesn't work for black and white editions. And I know there's some doing 2 editions for Fiendish 1. You have to do them separately because it doesn't work the same way. Like if you just
No.
desaturate the colors, it'll look the same tone. Like 2 colors because it's not just it's hard to explain, but you have like brightness and hue and saturation are all separate. And when you just desaturate it, the hue and like the brightness aren't taken into account. It's complicated, but you have to do the black and white edition entirely separately.
No, you absolutely do. You have to build it as its own piece, and that's why it's like it's a lot of work. So you have to really want to go in on it because it's
true. What the baby said. Let me finish scrolling down so Adam can go take care of
this book here, The
baby.
Forgotten Wars. So this is a 40-page story that Jason Krager is doing, who was doing Jawbone Death for me. That is, our serial killer in the story has an ancient tie-in element. And this is the story of that. And I'm also a sucker for supplemental books, as we love to do in this land. This is our supplemental, if you wish.
Fantastic. I was going to say I really like that cover. It looks like mysterious and old and
Magnos.
cool.
Magnos is the cover.
Magnos! We're buddies! Magnos!
We wrote a scene together. Remember?
But we've been talking more since then, and so I'm going to Colombia soon, and we're gonna meet. It's gonna be super cool.
It's amazing. Magnos is amazing. One of the best.
He's so good. His anatomy work just pisses me off. It's so frustrating. But
I know.
So good. Yeah.
But that's him. That's his cover. So
I love it. And here's the figurine. All right, everybody. A note about shipping. I'm glad you addressed this because international shipping is a whole fucking issue.
It's a major issue.
Look at you guys. So happy.
Yeah. Doing international shipping. So we're using Quartermaster Logistics. So it's going to get fulfilled with proper hubs and, they're the best. They're pricier, but I just can't go back to bad fulfillment. Nothing's worth that. Yeah.
It's same. I don't know, even doing it myself. I mean, I'm going with someone that has done a lot of campaigns. I'm going with RJ from Critical Blast, and he's fulfilled campaigns before.
He's great.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. So yeah, like fulfillment woes, oof, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I mean, actually, maybe I would. I'm pretty petty, but not on most people, not on my regular enemies. Apologies for my volume because my volume is always over the top. Rainy versus Oliver for volume. Is it? Are we blowing your eardrums out collectively? That's my aim here. All right. So I love this. You have like a really in-depth sort of introduction. It's very like the banner art is really good too. I mean, of course, I know you've been doing this forever, so the campaign is like super professionally put together. But really well done.
Yeah, this is Antoine Dennison, a local part of the community who did those flags and banners, and who also, and Billy Basco did designed the title. Also, Antoine helped out with it as well. Mm-hmm. So I brought in all of us. I brought everybody from the community into Hollywood, and said, hey, let's do it together. I brought the whole team. I didn't.
Oh, you're muted.
Initially, there was some idea about doing, bringing in a more mainstream, maybe more famous artist. But I said, no, why don't we reach out to all these people who've been with me from the beginning and in this rad community that's here. And so I was able to convince Wes and Keith, and I think we are incredibly happy. So.
I'm gonna zoom in on this gore because I love gore. Yeah, burn, motherfucker. Can't wait for this. Fantastic. All right. Well, everybody, I will fix the description. Again, I don't know how the fuck that happened, but I'm going to post a link right now in the chat again. And let me refresh real quick. Let me see if I've got any more. Oh, shit. You got like 5 backers. Woo,
Yeah.
thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, you guys, this is just awesome. I love reading what people are saying. It's thank you for backing, guys. It's awesome.
Is there going to be a sequel? One more question.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yes. And that's it. That's all the information you're getting.
And perhaps the movie.
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
Yeah, we've begun the chat. Studios have called, and we'll see how that plays out. That's a tricky business. As I know, that's my day job, but we'll see if something comes of it.
Fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm not used to being around kids. I apologize, Adam.
Oh,
all right.
No
well, he doesn't understand yet. So when they're older, I'm a little more cognizant of that. All right. If you have to bounce, I totally understand. If you want to tell everybody where to follow you, any other information you want to shout out?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Gifted Rebels. Don't
cry.
No, you can follow me at Gifted Rebels Co. You can also follow me on Instagram in the same place. You can also get me at Substack, Adam Lawson or The Rebellion there. That's where I can be found.
Awesome. All right, everybody follow Adams at Gifted Rebels Co. And send baby Oliver, was it? Send baby Oliver well wishes.
This is baby Oliver.
Everything's okay. You don't have to cry. We're friends. There you go. He's happy.
Yeah, he's back.
He was just crying like 2 seconds ago. He doesn't want to go. Does he want to stay? I'm not sure.
No. Yeah.
Now he's happy. I'm so confused.
Welcome to the life of a child. Mood changes like that.
Right. I don't have any kids yet, but someday I will understand.
Yes. Hey, well, thank you, Rennie, so much for having me on. It's so cool and bringing me to your audience. And thank you, everyone, for in the chat listening to this story. And I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on. And again, this book, The Exiled, is posting tonight. I'm going to keep on posting the link. So this is the last chance to back it. No in demand. So get it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Oliver. That's the first time we had a kid bombard the stream. Not bomb it. He didn't bomb it at all. I loved it. He's adorable. I know. Oh my gosh. He was a little upset though. He wanted attention. He wanted the sole attention of his papa. All right. So no, well that's how kids are. Yeah, he wants attention. Cool. Well, it's just me and you, my friends. Just me and you. What shall we do now? I thought Adam would be on all night, and I thought his artist would come on. I mean, Esquivo, if you want to come on, that's still cool. But, like, I have no plan. I'm just going to keep streaming. How about that? Let's talk about the campaign. Let's talk about Fiendish 2, shall we? Because you guys had so many questions about it. Let me address that because Adam reserved his time. It was weeks and weeks ago. It was actually before I even had a launch date for Fiendish 2. So, obviously I have to honor that. And Adam's good people. He does great work. I want to promote The Exiled. So, again, The Exiled. Please ignore the description. But, I mean, don't ignore it. For some reason, StreamYard's pasted the wrong description in there, even though I typed up a whole fucking thing just for Adam. It's right now the description is 656 Comics. They're also awesome. Go follow them. But the description is supposed to be Adam and the Exiled. Why? Technology. Why? Baby wants to know who the hot woman is. He's too young for that. He doesn't know anything about that. Oh, come on. It's time to play the game child or really drunk girl. Both, I guess, until about a minute ago. Fiendish 2! Woo! Drink and draw? Probably. I don't know. I'd rather just talk to you guys about it. I've been working all day, I've been drawing at doing other work, and I've been working on finally getting back to some pages for Fiendish. I can't help myself. I still have books to pack for the Lightning campaign, but like I'm behind on pages for Fiendish because I have spent so much time packing books. So I took a couple of hours off to try and ink today, but I like to just talk to you guys, especially because we're launching this week, right? And you guys seem to have a lot of questions, so let's just chill a bit. Just chill. It's only a couple hours. Yeah. It's not like I sleep. It's not like I sleep or anything like that. Sleeps for the weak. Red Comics! Hello, let's talk tank tops. You want to talk tank tops? What about tank tops? Tank tops? I'm wearing a tank top. That's from Wesley Snipes. No, I wasn't. I totally wasn't expecting him to. I mean, me on my tiny itty bitty channel. Start a new draw stream? Probably. I mean, I thought we'd just go through the Fiendish 2 campaign and talk about that. So, you guys had some questions and suggestions. So, how about let me address those? There we go. Please, if you have questions, come talk to me right now because now is the time. Now is the time. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I can still edit the campaign and stuff. And I'm willing to listen to any suggestions because there's a lot of things that I haven't thought about. I try to be really thorough. I know the campaign looks good, but I want it to be like really good, because part of me is like freaking out over the pressure because like for chapter 1 of Fiendish, I felt no pressure because I was like, well, I'm a nobody. I didn't my YouTube channel got like no views, and no followers on Twitter. Like, even though I work for Marvel, nobody gave a fuck about me because I was just a fill-in artist. And I was just like, let me just put my comic out. I was expecting to get 50 backers, and then I got 1,300. So now the pressure is on, you know what I mean? Now I have to match up to what chapter 1 did, and I have been eternally freaking out every day for about a month now. But well, that's just something that I have to deal with. So, Rini, considering Fiendish 2, will you be having A&R this week? What's A&R? Oh, Ellie and Rini. Yeah, they're still on our schedule. Totally. It'll just be a busy week, dude. It'll just be busy. What I might do is, because Allie's stream, for people who don't know, I do a world building stream with Allie Sanguis on her channel every other Friday, and we talk about world building. And this Friday is going to be awesome. We're talking about magic systems. So we talk about one aspect of world building or every single week, and we're both building fantasy worlds for our projects. So she's a writer, I'm a writer artist. I'm a pretend writer. She's a real writer because she writes full time. Yeah. Anyways, so you guys should totally check that out. So I might stream like around 6 or 7 and just like kind of go through the campaign again, talk about some stuff, and then I'll hop over to her channel. So that's the plan for Friday. I'm just gonna be streaming nonstop Friday to Sunday, basically. You gotta put the work in, guys. Gotta put the work in. You can't expect the audience to just come to you and back your book. You gotta promote yourself. That thing Burks posted about mocking a high school kissing couple just gave off a bitter and jealous. Yeah, it did. I saw that. That was weird. I don't know. I don't like sort of poking at people too much online. I try to be nice. It's not because I'm not willing to call out bullshittery. Please don't misunderstand me. I just think, well, a lot of the audience doesn't like, some people want to see that, but I feel like I want the majority of my content to be the art. But yeah, I do have to say that did come across as bitter and jealous. And I wasn't one of the popular people in high school. You have to understand that. I was the nerdy girl that everybody thought was too big because I'm way taller than all Taiwanese girls and I have curves, and apparently that meant people thought I was fat in high school and made fun of me, and I was nerdy and I was an anime club. I was not popular, but still, like, I don't hate the fucking sporty kids and the popular girls. Like, I don't fucking care because I got my own shit going on. I'm doing well for myself. My life isn't based on jealousy. So anyways, it was a weird comment, right? Bitter people. Who would have thought? Weird. Probably because they don't own anything that they create, and they're the slaves of giant corporations forever, and that's what they built their lives on. Anyways, let's talk about something else, shall we? Florini streaming weekend coming. I'll be streaming a lot, so much. I have such a busy entire month coming. I have to finish to launch, and let's see. I have promo streams every Wednesday for the rest of the entire month. And then I'm going overseas. I have 2 conventions in the middle of October. One is going to be in South Carolina. And for another one, I'm going to Colombia. So guess what, guys? I'm going to be meeting AC and Nick. Again, after like 9 years, I'm going to be meeting Yvonne for the first time. It's going to be a lot of fun. So look forward to pictures and videos being bombarded at you from Colombia around mid-October. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. Like, I kept on like thinking I was like fat in high school because I don't know, beauty standards are different everywhere. Anyways, we don't need to talk too much about that. But I'm telling you, I was not one of the popular girls. Okay, like people thought I was fat and awkward. Yeah. So living was the best revenge. Exactly. I'm not bitter. I don't hold on to stuff. You know, I just do well for myself, and that is the best revenge. Definitely. Should I invite Yvonne on? We should do that. Let me get him on because you guys don't want to see me, right? I'm boring. There you go. All right. Yvonne and Boob Dad now have the link. There you go. All right. Hey, what's up, Bub66? I'm doing a little bit of airplanes. Read a lot of history books in high school. Didn't socialize hardly at all. Yeah, I was reading books and manga, and I don't know. I was very weird. I was weird. I won't deny that, and that's why, you know, I was a bit of an outcast, but whatever. I was drawing and writing, and it's part of the reason I'm able to do what I do now, because I was obsessed with my goal and my passion. I wanted to make comics and tell stories from an early age, and I couldn't help it. So, God, I hated high school so much. It was terrible. I had the dean of my school. They hated me so much in high school. I didn't misbehave so much as I just like didn't give a shit. So my high school grades were actually really bad. And it's not because I didn't understand what they were teaching. I just didn't do the work because I didn't care. And I begged so many times to be transferred schools from my parents, but they just said they couldn't afford it. They're like, you know, first of all, I had to go to a bilingual school because it had to of course you have to go to bilingual school. You want to be able to do the SATs and come to America for college and all this stuff. And, you know, my dad's American, so that was kind of a given, but they didn't have the money to send me to one of the private schools. So they had me at this weird charter school, and I hated it because it was a charter school that focused on just like math and sciences, and it was all anything but art. And when I was 15, the dean of my school dragged me, she dragged me into the office and was yelling at me about something because I was drawing in class all the time. She's like, "What are you going to do with your life? Draw comics?" But in Chinese. She literally said this. I'm not making this up. I've been waiting to tell this story for like 15 years. Literally, when I was 15 years old, the dean of my high school was like, "What are you going to do with your life? Draw comics?" Look at me now, bitch. She probably doesn't remember that, but damn, I did not have a good time in high school. I was a rebellious little twat. When you're doctor or lawyer, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Yeah, you were weird, and like now that you roleplay, draw comics, collect plays, totally normal. I'm very normal, guys. Chris says he loved high school, but loathed university. Too many fruitcake professors with issues, ended up leaving with a psychology degree. Huh, interesting. I really like psychology in high school. So It's weird. I took AP psychology. I don't even know why. We were all required to take some AP courses, and I just picked psychology because it was like not math, and I didn't want to do math. And I was bad at it. But like, I remember it was a breeze. I don't even know why. It was super easy. I got A's. And then like on the SATs, I got A's in psychology too. I was like, how did this happen? I really didn't try. But psychology is cool. I was really interesting. Yeah, it was totally shitty, Dean. But I don't know, like in their minds, doing art is not a viable career path, you know? Like in their minds, it's your like doctor, engineer, like your business person, entrepreneur. But like being an artist is an entrepreneur. But in their minds, you have to understand in Taiwan, especially like when I was in high school, I don't think it's changed that. It's changed a little bit, but probably not that much because especially with comics, we didn't have a domestic market. So this teacher, she was Taiwanese. She wasn't like the American teachers were always much more open and supported. Like my favorite teachers were always Americans. Because they tended to like the American teachers had more of an approach of, well, they cared about your individuality, but the Taiwanese teachers didn't. And that's just a culture. And that's the culture of most of East Asia. Like, it's like, I mean, the stereotypes exist for a reason. They want you to, you look good on paper, you conform, you perform your role as well as you can, and you like make your family proud. But the American teachers cared about, well, who are you? What do you want to do? What is your dream? And that was like the teachers that I learned the most from were English teachers. Like I had several really, really good English teachers. I think that helped a lot with like multiple aspects, because not just my ability to write essays and reading comprehension, but in just life in general, because I had teachers that I had a teacher in like 10th, I think I had him a couple of years in like 10th grade or something, Mr. Gunther. And he was teaching us to read stories, but not just like understand the underlying meaning of it and understand like character motivations and read into the stories. It wasn't just reading assignment, read this book and write your thoughts. Like we had long discussions. It was like kind of high level stuff for that age, I think. And I really appreciate that, Same with my biology teacher. I had a biology teacher who was American, and he treated us, it was in 7th grade, and he was like, well, I don't agree with this curriculum, so I'm going to throw it out the window, and I'm going to teach you guys like you guys are at the 12th grade level, because I believe you guys are smart kids. So he was like, for bonus credit, we could memorize all the bones in the body, and if like depending on how many you remembered, we could get extra credit. And so I memorized all the bones in the body, and I did it by drawing it. So I learned to draw a skeleton when I was in 7th grade because it was extra credit. And I love biology because part of it was like I was learning to draw muscles and bones, but also the teacher didn't treat us like fucking idiots that just had to conform. I have thoughts on public education. Yeah, I think it's more the conformity of it is worse in Asia, but it's still a problem even in America, really, especially if you're talking about public schools. Oh, member chat. Thank you. Sorry, you guys didn't come here to hear me bitch about public schools, but you get me talking about education. I have thoughts because I really didn't have a good time in it. Let me look at the member chat. Here we go. Hold on, give me a second. I have to hop over to YouTube because member chats don't show up on my end. Ideator, thank you. Ideator is a member for 3 months. Yay! Are all books shipped yet? They are. Yes. I think I might have a couple of bulk orders that aren't shipped. I have to double check. But on my shipping program, all the books have been shipped. So if you didn't get a tracking email, send me a message. I'll get it to you. Like the mailing program, everything is done. All books are shipped. But I just realized this evening earlier that a couple of bulk orders might have been missed by the person who was inputting all the addresses for me. But other than that, yes, everything is. I will take a screenshot from Indiegogo. All the books are out. But a lot of them, like something like a fucking 100 of them were just mailed this week. So it might take a couple weeks to get to you. Yeah. When will Fiendish 2 be show? Oh, Mike McGinn. Hi. Hello, Mike. What's up? Did I miss a super chat? I did. Sorry. Hello, FK322 for 2. Thank you so much. When did you first get the idea for Fiendish? It was like 2018-ish. It was around 2018, and it started out as a bit of a spin-off of, well, it wasn't a spin-off of Pathfinder. I know it's hard to talk about like where an idea for a project comes from, right? Like sometimes it just comes to you, but it didn't, like for this project didn't come to me like fully formed and I knew everything. The very first version of it was very different. So the very first iteration of it, the title was different. Casimir was basically had the same personality, but he had a different name. He looked a little different. Iskul was older and played he had a different name. He played like a kind of like just a role in the beginning of the story and then backed off and left. He wasn't like Casimir's best friend through the whole story like he is now. And then there was this other guy that was Casimir's friend, and the story was completely different. It was a little all over the place. I wrote like 3 drafts of it, and around like the end of 2018, I just scrapped all of it and started over again, which I think you have to do with every project. It's part of the writing process. You have to know when something's not working and you have to start all over. But I wrote a few drafts of it. It started in like mid 2018, and at first the world was very different. But the general premise was the same. I knew that I wanted to do a story about a hunter who came across somebody who was murdered in the woods by a monster, and he was the only one who had inkling to what the monster was, and it was a kind of monster he'd seen in his past. So he was the only one who could solve this mystery, and the monster's origins were. I can't spoil this because that's spoilers. I can't talk about this. Okay, I can't talk about where the monsters come from. So anyways, the origin of the monsters was pretty similar, but yeah. There's like a bit of a racial thing in there. It's like it's a certain species that cause the monsters to show up, but okay, I'm saying too much. Anyways, so 2018, that's when. And I've been working on this for a really long time, guys. I was living in Taiwan at the time, by the way. So I was all the way in Taiwan. Feels like so long ago. So long ago. When will Phoenix 2 be shipped? I'm thinking, so to be clear, let's see. I'm half done with the inks. It's a 72-page book, but I'm about 31 pages into, no, I'm 33 pages because it's half done. I think I just finished page 33 into the inks. And so I'm thinking that I should be able to finish inks like by February of next year at the latest, but then I have to give my colorist some time. And keep in mind, I want to pad the shipping date. So I would rather be early than late. So the shipping date might be May. I hope that's not too far out for everybody, but I have been fucking traumatized by the fulfillment issues with Chapter 1 and even the printing issues, because I don't know if we're going to run into more paper shortages. So I might set it out for next spring. And let me know if that's a problem for you guys. But my whole thinking is I'd rather be early than late, because as far as I don't know what's going to happen. There's just so much weird stuff happening right now. But yeah, that's my estimate. That's what I have on the campaign right now. You came here specifically to watch me bitch about public schools. I'm sure you didn't, but how do you become a channel member? Oh, I think you can hit the join button. Like, it's somewhere down there. There-ish. Somewhere down there. I don't know. I can't see it. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Ahoy! I got my tracking email last night. Yes! And international, I check the updates, especially international backers. I have an update on Indiegogo about some of the tracking, especially for international people. It's a little like a weird tracking service, but you guys will be able to go to like a special website that's not USPS and check your packages. So there you go. All right, let me scroll down a bit. Any other questions about Fiendish 2? Let me see. Go down. It effed me up. I haven't drawn in almost 20 years. Oh, fuck, dude. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, in my school, the teachers definitely didn't like me drawing. I remember, as much as I like my biology teacher, this one time we were supposed to write a report, and this was in the days before we did everything on the computer, because I'm old. I'm very old, guys. Here's the secret. I'm an old lady. But so we were writing, the report was handwritten, and I think for the title, I was all fancy and like, for the title of it, like the report was fine. I wrote the report. I did my work. It was like several pages. But for the title, I got bored. Like, again, I was in 7th grade. Okay, I was a kid. But I decided, I wrote the title out. And then I was like, I'm bored. I want to cut it out. So I took like an X-Acto knife and just like cut out like the title. So it was like the paper, it was like a stencil of the title words. And like the teacher docked me points for that. He was like, this is unacceptable. And like those words hit so hard for you have no idea, like the shit that is said to you at a certain age, especially about something that you really enjoy doing, hits really hard. And nothing ever made me stop drawing, thankfully. I think it's because, frankly, at sometimes that was the only thing I had, because there was nothing else I was like really good at, and I knew I was good at this, and it was like the one goal that was, keeping me, like, I could form an identity around, because I felt like I couldn't form an identity around anything else. Like, I didn't like the culture of conformity. I didn't want to just do what was expected of me, right? I don't know how else to say it. It's hard to describe unless you've lived in a culture like that. But yeah, he was like, this is unacceptable. It's like, why is it unacceptable? I wrote the report. The report is fine. But I just decided to like be a little creative with the title. And like, I was like so upset about that, man. So weird. Ugh. I'm an old lady. You don't understand. Can't you tell? Look at all these wrinkles. I'm a grandma. My teacher used to pinch my leg meat and call me pork chop. Oh my God, that's so mean. That sounds exactly like Taiwanese teachers. I had a math teacher that would tell us to go jump out the window. You would never get away with that in America. Imagine an American teacher doing that now. I mean, it was funny though. I actually really liked her because she was just like, "Oh, you suck at this. 去跳楼啦." Like, "Oh, you suck. 你怎么这么差? Go throw yourself in the garbage can. Go jump out the window." And it was funny. Everybody would laugh at it because she wasn't serious, but it was, I don't know. You would never get away with that nowadays. I'm good at video editing. Oh, thanks. Yay! You guys see my new trailer? Mm-hmm. Bye, Rogers! Little Miss Sunburn. Canadian Fine, thank you so much. Will you do pyrography into people's skin as a tear instead of what if they ask? No, I'm not going to do that. That's going to be really painful. Oh, I know some people, like, don't people do scarification and shit? That's a little too much. I thought of doing tattoos. I don't know. Someday, if I just have the opportunity, I might learn to do tattoos, because I kind of wanted to do that at one point. At one point, really, a few years ago, it was either I went and did like concept and gaming art and animation, or I went to do tattoos. And what made me decide was, well, first of all, I got offered work in animation, and I realized that to do tattoos, there was a long apprenticeship period where you basically don't get paid. And I was like, well, I'd do this if I had rich parents, but I don't. I need money. So I ended up not doing tattoos. Chris, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, Chris Fisk. Thank you so much. Hey. Teachers get away with more in America. Right. As long as they say the right things, right? Yeah. Anyhow, shall we look at those covers for Fiendish 2 again? You guys want to see that? I sent the link to some people, but nobody wants to talk to me. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll just talk to you guys. Yeah. since you are all so kind to be here with me, I will share some secret, super exclusive stuff with you. Yeah, I mean, not really secret. I've posted most of this before, but I'm just gonna do like a quick rundown of the campaign for Saturday before it starts. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Does that work? Because I want to let everybody know what I'm gonna be launching and what I'm gonna be planning. Oh, you're at work? Oh, that's fine, Mike. It's fine. Thank you. Cover viewing intensifies. What? What? Don't give me that. Okay, anyways. So this cover is going to be first 24 hours only. Again, launching on Ethan's channel this Saturday at noon EST. And I feel like I'm going to resist the urge to just keep this on for the whole weekend, but it's supposed to be a 24-hour cover. So with this book, the interiors will all be the same. I'm not so far I'm not going to be doing another full black and white version, because the truth is, for switching out a cover, that's just the plate fee for the cover. That does not cost nearly as much as doing a whole new print run, because when you do a black and white version, you're essentially printing a different book. You have to get new plates made. So you pay literally thousands of dollars more for that. So I'm thinking, if the campaign gets to a high enough stretch goal, I might offer sort of like an inks only artist edition. But right now, all the interiors will be the fully colored version of it, and I'll have several variant covers. So that's the plan so far. And let's see. Let me scroll down. Here are my other images. Oh, those are my stretch goals. Those are secret. I can't show you guys. So here are the two core covers. These are going to be available throughout the entire campaign. So of course the cover, that's me, the one on top, the classic, and then the Boobsco one by Boob Dan and Billy Basco. So these are the two covers. They'll always be available. And then as of now, the grayscale cover, this one, and this. This will be the first 24 hours, and this will be available whenever I stream with Red Valkyrie. There you go. So I'll just be like hiding and unhiding this cover on and off. By the way, this isn't the finished one. This is just the flats. Clearly, we haven't finished coloring this yet, but it hopefully will be done by the time the book launches. Hey, what's up? Fallen Low Life. Sorry, am I reading your name right? I tried. Do you know how many different covers total? So far, it's 4. So it's my cover, it's the Boobsco cover, the black and white Ragna, and then the raunchy Ragna, which is this one. I'm calling it the Au Naturel cover. Yeah. So it's 4 covers so far. I have some ideas for, again, if we reach a really high stretch goal, if we bust through everything I have planned right now, I might do a whole new, an entire new edition, like just the inks, maybe even no lettering, and a new cover, make that available. But that's like pie in the sky dreams, right? I'm not expecting to make that much money. I just want to do as well as I did on the first campaign. Let's be realistic, everybody. So that's my thoughts right now. Jonas Olson, hi, what's up? Hello. Oh, what is your icon? Is that a gnome or is that a Nidsi? That's really cute. Will you have a subscription tier? Let me just hop over to Indiegogo and show you guys, shall we? I think that would be better. Let me just do that. Hopefully that'll help. That'll help a bit. Pardon me. Please be patient with me. Tasteful yet boner inducing. That's what I aim for, friends. That's what I aim for. It's my strategy. Okay. Where is the Indiegogo link? Let me just show you the in progress campaign. I've pulled this up a few times, but I made a few small edits, so you can take a look at those right now. I'll open a new tab and in private so people don't see my weird internet history. Who am I kidding? Everybody already knows my weird internet history. And Shay. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Yay! Alrighty. Show us. Can't do it for 5. Thank you. I posted a picture of my reading shirt under your post. About 1,400 signups. Oh yeah, I had that scheduled on Twitter, but Beta Shoes at 1,400 signups. I saw that just before I started the stream. By the way, the sign up page might be going down soon. So I have been downloading the emails like a crazy person about twice a day because I'm really worried that the sign up page is going to disappear. And the problem, the reason for that is thank you for the 5, by the way, Can't Do Good. I thought I posted it, but Twitter hates me. It seems, oh no. That sucks. I hope it goes through soon. I'd love to see that. But yeah, so Indiegogo only lets you have a sign up page on for 6 months. And I just realized that I launched this sign up on like April 13th, I think. So I'm coming up on a 6 month here, which is why I kind of freaked out and I realized, okay, I have to rush and I have to launch it. Even though I was ready for launch, but I thought I would give myself an extra week to do fulfillment. But first of all, I'm going to be out of the country in the middle of October, and I want to be here for the 30-day closeout. And also, the sign up is probably ending, and I'm hoping. I don't know how they count the 6 months. Do they count? Is it a problem if is it the 13th of 6 months from now, or is it how many days? Like some months have 30 days, some have 31 days. I don't know, but I'm hoping this stays up. The point is, we're at 1,400 signups now, which is really amazing. And thank you, everybody. That's 1,400. Oh my God. I already sent out an email blast to tell everybody about the launch date, and I'm going to have another email going out probably Friday or early Saturday with the links to the secret perks. So rest assured, everybody will be getting those. I actually had to send them out in batches because my email only lets me send 500 emails a day, apparently, and I have too many people. It's kind of a wild problem to have. But anyways, you guys will be getting those emails with the secret perks around Friday or Saturday. Oh, Unhinged! Yay! Unhinged for 5! Hello, thank you so much. Miss everyone. Busy. I love you. We love you too. You're welcome to hop on too. I don't think I posted a link in Talented Dudes. Let me do that. That's where everybody's ignoring me. Let me do that real quick. Quickity quick. Where is the Talented Dudes chat? All right. Hang out stream. Yay. Okay. Anybody else wants to come on can do that now. I'm good for September. I hope so. Oh, thank you. I thought it would end like September 13th, but either way, I'm out of the country and stuff, so that kind of puts a limit on when I can launch. And frankly, I've been putting off the launch for a long time. It isn't even 5 months yet. It is April, May, June, July, August, September. Right? That's 6 months. So, well, it's April and then May. It starts kind of May, June, July, August, September. So that's coming out 5 months. Okay, good. For some reason, did I mention I'm bad at math? I'm the most un-Asian Asian person. So if that's how they count it, that makes more sense. So it's 5 months and then I'm good. Yeah. So anyways, I was freaking out for no reason. You guys should still sign up. Sign up now. Sign up now, friends. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Indiegogo sign-up pages are only up for 6 months. So anybody who's looking to build a campaign, anytime, these don't stay up forever. You need to launch your campaign or they'll just take it down. Busy! I have a friend. My one true friend in these dark times that is joining me. Hi, Dan.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
So I was going to tell you, I saw you talking just now about the whole thing about the sign-up thing.
Yes.
The way that works for everybody to know, because I don't want them to make my mistake, because I made this mistake big time, which is, so the way the mailing thing works, the pre-thing for building your account for your thing, The minute you go on Indiegogo and you type that button, you hit that button that says, "Hey, do you want to build an account?" The minute you activate that day is day one of your 6 months or whatever that you have to like get your thing going before you launch. So like,
so it's not even when
you launch it.
Not when you launch a sign-up page. It's when you start the campaign.
When you start the minute you go, "Hey, I want a new campaign," and you click that button to build a new campaign, that's the first day.
That's kind of fucked. Like,
yes,
I think it should. I get why they want to put a limit on how long a sign-up can be up for.
It should be when you launch, though.
At least it should be when the sign-up goes live.
When it goes live.
I might be building a campaign in the background for a month before I'm like, okay, I'm ready to present the sign-up. What the fuck?
It's crazy, and that's how mine got screwed up, was because I started building it in December, and then I went into like January is when I launched it, and then hello, Matt.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Oh my
God. Even.
That's crazy. Right. And so you lost your sign-up page, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yours...
I had to share that.
No, I totally get it because for Goblin Girl, your sign-up page got taken down and you didn't know. And
it was brutal.
That was a whole, it's a brutal because you lost a bunch of emails.
I thought I had almost like an entire month left because I was like, it's like I launched in January, so that's not even it yet. And then it was just like, nope. Sorry, buddy.
That's super fucked. Well,
it was brutal.
I'm really glad that Dan could come here and tell us that. Barbrashers, thank you again for Canadian too. 6 figures reading for us. Yeah! Thank you. I don't know if I'll hit 6 figures, but I will be very grateful, and I would probably scream a lot if we did. Reader, are there any Fiendish 1 copies available? All right, we can go over that. I'm just going over the campaign real quick because I don't know what else to do right now because I thought Adam would be on all night and he promoted his book and then he left. So I'm just here chilling.
Well, he is a businessman.
He is, but also his
How's
kid.
The product goes.
His kid came into his. No, his kid.
Oh, his kid came in.
Him. Yeah, so he had to go take care of the baby.
Oh,
so
that's understandable.
Is that he really has a son, or is that just code for IBS?
No, he has a son. It was on the camera. The proof is here.
We missed that. Okay. We were
he's really cute.
Looking at stuff.
He's super cute, little baby. But yeah, he had to take care of his son. Totally understandable. So right, are any Fiendish 1 copies available? All right, let me go over the campaign again for anybody who missed the other times I've kind of gone over this. So the perks right now are I have a Give Me Everything tier, and this right here says the first 24 because this version of the Give Me Everything includes the black and white cover. The Ragna cover here, that's the 24 hours cover. Ooh. But once the first 24 hours ends, I will switch out the Give Me Everything for like the regular Give Me Everything. So you will always have a Give Me Everything perk as a feature tier.
Will it be called Give Me Almost Everything? Sorry.
I mean, myself. Damn it, Dan.
Oh my God.
I don't actually think I have enough letters, but it is Give Me Everything. It's everything that is available at the time.
Like, I'm ready to back the tier that's give me a couple of the things.
Except for the dark Fiendish #2 cover.
Give me a few of the things, but I'm not sure which ones. That's the tier I
you can. The good news is you can customize your campaign because I built this campaign for the customers. Okay. It's
almost like you respect them and you want their input and you
I
love
feel
them.
validated by this creator. She has made it so that I can have everything that I choose. If I want extra fries, I get extra fries with that.
Yes.
Look, it's everything
is customizable.
I mean standees.
You do have standees. So here, let's talk about those, shall we?
Yes.
So with the Give Me Everything, I was debating this because I thought I would have a lot of standees and also regrowth art books left. I don't. I'm running out. Holy shit. A lot of people bought those. So I'm going to actually have to make more of the demon standees and make more regrowth art books. But because people want them, I'm going to make them. I'm going to do a whole nother print run of the art books. I'm going to get more of the standees made because that's what people ask for. So I'm going to remake those products Hey, what's up?
We need
DJ!
emotional
DJ!
damage here.
Emotional. I should have an emotional damage here, shouldn't I? I should do
Yes.
that. What's up? We're just talking about my
You
campaign.
look great,
so,
my friend.
It comes in. It's like an empty box with. You should have ordered sooner.
Oh my god, what if I did that? That would probably piss
Do
people
your
off. If
promotional
people
really-
like, what if people didn't?
Emotional damage.
What if people don't watch my streams and don't understand the joke? They're just be like, "What the fuck? I got an empty box."
They're like, what is with this girl? She's
No.
making a mockery of herself.
I know. No, I'm gonna have like it'll be like $5 or something ridiculously cheap and stupid, and it'll just be like a box that has one card that's just like a Tiger Mom frown. I'll dress up as Tiger Mom frowning at you, and I'll take a picture and put it in the box. It'll be a huge box with a tiny picture.
Should have ordered.
Why you
sooner.
not doctor yet? You not
Yes.
lawyer yet? You disappointment. Shame on you.
Should have ordered sooner and been a doctor.
I should give
Oh
you
my
up for adoption. I didn't even want children. Now I did this. I sacrificed for you. You disappointment.
Other people ordered books sooner and started businesses at 12.
And then you bring on what's his name?
He mowed
Shelby-
lawns with just a
Shelby's
pair
kid.
of scissors.
What's Shelby's kid's name? My
Pterodactyl?
brain, the heat is like frying me. No. The guy who's like
Oh.
16, he has his own
I've never
comic
Right.
met
shop.
a DJ. What does DJ do?
DJ is First Watch Studios. He's EXILED.
Hi, DJ.
Hi.
I think this is the first time we've been on stream together, actually.
Yeah, I saw. I keep seeing the invites, and I'm
She's
shy.
missing him.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I kind of just throw the link up in a group chat, and I don't even know who's in there. But everyone's welcome to hop in as long as you don't find me too insufferable. You're welcome, and it's really good to have you here. Why don't you introduce yourself real quick because you haven't been on before.
Yeah, my name is DJ. Okay, I'll be calling from Hawaii, and
Ooh.
I'm just figure I would jump on one of these streams one of these days, and just I don't know, this whole YouTube and stuff is so new, so I'm just trying to figure it all out and trying to learn as I create. I've been doing my own comics for a while, but I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get them out
Yes.
and pump them out because it's just the way it is, and so I gotta hang out with people who understand more and learn more, and so figure out.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, that's what we're doing here. And really, we're just chilling and we're just having fun and talking about our comics. And the more you stream, the more natural it comes. And the sooner you realize that, like, there's no need to be nervous. All your dirty secrets, all of your embarrassing moments will come out and will be embraced by the chat and will be forever reminded of in GIFs on Twitter forever. Just give up on your dignity and then you'll have a great time. So there's my advice. Hey, welcome.
Like, I make it so easy and inviting.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey, we follow each other already. I was like, yeah,
Yes.
let me see what's going on with this cat.
You definitely know DJ. He's a good dude. His art is
dude, good,
really
to-
good.
Nice to have like a face to the artwork, dude. Your stuff is dope.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
I like
Everybody
it, man.
here is good.
Nah,
True.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I actually, you actually emailed me back. I messaged you a while ago, and it was about like a pinup or something for your Fiendish 2 campaign, and
Oh, did you?
yeah, like you just messaged me, like it was in the Indiegogo chat, and then I messaged that a while ago, but you finally responded, and so I was
Okay.
like, oh,
Oh,
but
sorry. Yeah, I might have missed the email.
Yeah,
It
that's
depends
fine.
on which email you send it to. If it's the HELLION Arts one, I see it. I more likely see it, but I've been kind of buried recently. I apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantasy stuff. So,
Exciting.
fantasy is like, I don't know. I feel
He
like we
fits
get
right in.
when it comes to I don't know. I feel like the superheroes,
Sweet.
they get a lot of shine, but the fantasy stuff, not so much.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, I got nothing against superheroes, obviously, but I really didn't grow up with it. And like, I'm obliged to say this to not piss off the rest of comics YouTube. I'm just kidding. I don't care. But really, I grew up with manga. Everybody knows it. And especially horror and fantasy manga. And like, to me, sci-fi is a type of fantasy. So like, even sci-fi is fantasy. Like, I like Ghost in the Shell and Alita. So that's still fantasy. And that's my thing. So, and with like novels, I always like murder mysteries and fantasy novels. So that's what I want to create. And I think fantasy comics need more, can be great. They can be just as great as superhero comics. It just needs more TLC, and I'm here to give it TLC.
Me too.
That's my goal. That's what we're all here to do. All of us do fantasy comics. Look at this. It's like, yeah, look at this. That's awesome. Irene is the only age I know who can't do math. Must be Polish side. It is. I can't do math, and I can actually drive. It's shocking. I know. Well, let's see. Let me make sure I'm following you. Give me just 1 second. That'll help me hopefully not miss any messages. What's your name on Twitter?
It's First Wall Studios.
Oh, I just saw you. Okay, awesome. Yay, there you're followed. Ooh, I do like your art. Very nice. Everyone go follow First Wall Studios. I'm going to post a link in the chat real quick. Here you go.
I always love that because everybody's like, there's like, oh, you do art. Oh, okay. And then they see the people, how good they are. And they're always like, whoa, yeah, this guy does.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. Everybody go follow.
You're always like trying to be as nice as possible until you see the stuff. And they're like, oh, that's pretty good. And then like every once in a while, it's like, oh, fuck, this guy's really, really good.
Right. You know what? When they actually mean it, like everybody's really polite. And then like, but what they like, when the fucks start coming out, that's when you know.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Holy fuck! What the fuck?
Fuck?
I was in.
Wait a minute.
The first time I came in contact with DJ's art, I was at a comic shop in Maui, and this guy was showing me his art portfolio. He's like, "This is my art portfolio from my art collection." And I was like, "Okay," and I was looking through it. For some reason, I thought it was his art, and he was like, "Yeah, if you want to buy some art or whatever, like sort of thing." He was like showing it to me. I totally misheard the whole thing, and I was like, holy fuck, this is amazing. Yes. How much you want for this? He's like, oh, no. This isn't for sale. This is mine. And I'm like, who is this then? And he's like, this is DJ Kavakani. He has this books over here. And he was showing me these, like, there's a stand there that was mainly just Hawaiian creators. And I was just like, oh my God. That was the first time I saw his stuff. But
nice.
That was funny.
Well,
he had this piece. It was a big giant, like, snake with like dudes like running on top of it and shit. It was really cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I do like yours. So everybody go follow DJ right now.
Yep.
More fantasy comics, the better. And speaking of fantasy comics, look at this thing. This thing is coming to you on Saturday.
You said there were standees.
There are standees. And first of all, I want to point this out. Some people don't know about this glorious link right here. I posted this in the Chapter 1 campaign as well, like literally under, like I structured the two campaigns basically the same way. I just made new art for it, and obviously I animated the banners, which I'm very, very proud of. I did those myself. My doorbell is ringing. Please ignore that. It's probably my second stalker. I'm just kidding. It's not.
There's a second one?
No, I'm kidding. Are you kidding? Hopefully. Anyways, so the banners are animated, and I'm super proud of them. Aren't they pretty? But this giant link here, please click it. I beg of you, because this links. I saw some people were asking me questions about the franchise of Fiendish in general and the world building. If like once it launches, you know, it's like everything is explained in the book, obviously. But until you get the book, if you miss out on Chapter 1, you want to get a feel. Okay, this is when the website would be really helpful. If you missed out on Chapter 1, and or if at any time, even if you have Chapter 1, you want to find out more about the world, go to the website. Please go to fiendishcomic.com. This is sort of my world building glossary. This is where all the world building information is. I will have little things in the back of the book to help you understand the contents of every book. But like I have a glossary because I made a fantasy language. I made a constructed language called Nanarsa. It's the sort of the ecclesiastical language or the clerical language of Arvos, the northern continent of Arvos, which is where the story takes place. And so I actually like have the dictionary for the language on the website, and at the back of every book, you don't have to learn the language to read the comic or anything. Obviously, the comic is in English, but once in a while some words will be in an ARTSHOW, and I'll have like the captions at the bottom of like every page. In chapter 1, it was in the glossary at the back. I realized that was kind of stupid. So for chapter 2, the captions will be at the bottom of the page whenever characters are speaking in an ARTSHOW. It'll make your lives a lot easier. But
And like and hit share.
it'll be a lot much easier, because I'm like, oh, I mean, I thought I would torture my readers, but I probably will be kind today, and I won't do that anymore.
You have a Patreon as well?
I do.
Wow, I didn't know you had a Patreon.
I totally neglect it, but I do have a Patreon, guys. There you go. Yeah, look.
Ooh.
I'm creating very epic comics. Fuck off. Stupid cookies. Yeah, I post, well, it's all, I post behind the scenes stuff for Fiendish on Patreon. So if you guys are interested in that, I don't really promote it because, I don't know. I feel like the books are my main thing, but I do have it if you want to pitch in a little bit. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's there. So
I've got one too, but I barely do anything with it either.
Yeah, I do post every month. I kind of just queue up a bunch of things every month, so you get some behind the scenes stuff, and that's my reward. Just like if you join as a member, besides from member only streams, I'll do member only streams on weekends. Usually, like I try to, but recently I've been really busy. But even without that, I will post color work and behind the scenes and work in progress stuff for both Fiendish and some of my other work. So if you guys are interested in that, that's your reward for becoming a member or backing me on Patreon. Yep. You have our own reading Tolkien here. I do not hold a candle to Tolkien, and I know it. He is the ultimate master. I love Tolkien's work. But you know, it's as much as I love writers like Tolkien and George R. R. Martin, I try to create something that was my own.
Tolkien can't draw though.
He can.
Could he draw? Can he draw like you?
I don't know if he can draw like me. He didn't draw comics, but he did watercolors to go with his books. There are illustrated versions.
I bet you
of
could
the
do
Silmarillion
watercolors
and
that
the
were
Hobbit.
better than his. I'm just saying. I think the potential of you being better than him is there.
Okay, well, it's subjective. Anyways, Tolkien can actually draw. Well, he could. Past tense.
I could be wrong. All right. I'm just saying.
He was an artist. He was paint things.
He wrote some stuff. You're gonna write some stuff. You're gonna put out probably more books than he put out. He did a language.
Probably not.
You did a language.
Nah. He
illustrated his? No. You illustrated yours. Not like you.
It's not the same. We're working in different mediums. Anyways, let's not. This comparison is Matt, stop. Quick,
all right, I'm high. I'm sorry. I'm high.
I know you're high. You're always high.
That's not a pejorative.
No, it's not. It's not a comparison. Hi, Joseph Dredd. What's up? Hey, CG in chat. Hell yeah. So, right. I can never measure up to Tolkien, and neither am I trying, but I am a big fan of his work. But anyways, what I did want to say is, when I set out to create Fiendish, I wanted to make something that was different. Like I don't have elves, I don't have dwarves. I made my own fantasy races. And if you want to find out more about that stuff, you can go to the website. See, here I have the species page. I have details on all the species. On Argos, I have some more that I might add, but I'm like being scientific about it because I have this weird approach where it is fantasy, but I don't want it to feel like this like elves and like olden days fantasy. If you read Fiendish, the dialogue is kind of modern American. Like people don't go around like using modern slang, but it sounds like American English because I want to do a different type of fantasy than what I read before. It's just how I see it in my head. So if that makes any sense. And I created my own fantasy races, and this is partially influenced by the fact that I play a lot of D&D and Pathfinder, and eventually I would like to do a gaming expansion, but obviously the comic comes first because that's my main thing. Like my side thing is the gaming stuff. Eventually, right now, the comic comes first. So here are all the information on the races / species that exist and we know of right now. So if you guys want to nerd out and read more about it, you can go on the website. And I have the world map, which is going to be a poster in the Chapter 2 campaign. And I'm
so excited for my Fiendish version of Monopoly.
Why would I do Monopoly?
Fiendish Monopoly. No?
No. Monopoly is its own thing. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Records and word speed intensifies. Oh my gosh.
I saw one the other day. It was like Star Wars Monopoly. I was like, what? So
well, yeah, but that's Star Wars and that's Disney, and they kind of make
Star
merchandise
Wars.
out of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rainy wants.
So what you're
us to
saying
talk
is
about
no
it.
Monopoly.
I don't think so. I don't think that would
Fiendish
fit.
Risk Fiendish edition.
No, I don't think so. I want
Mousetrap.
like, all the product that I make for Fiendish, I wanted to really tie into the comic. And like I don't want to be
bullshit.
one of those. Yeah, no bullshit. Exactly. Like if I make merch, it has to feel like it fits the product. So like it has to fit the theme. It has to sort
Like
of
the
make
little
sense.
like the leather keychain things that you made.
Yeah, well, I made handmade leather keychains because I do like wood burning and also leather work. So I have some leather work. That's why, like, some people were saying I should just get the wood burning stuff engraved, but that's not the point. The point is it's original art. I hand make these things, and that's why people pay more for it. It's not like, oh, I don't need to suffer anymore, so let me just have a machine do it. It's not the same. It's original art, and you guys understand. Like, so this is one of the pieces that I have done for the Chapter 2 campaign.
That's on wood,
So,
people.
Yeah.
I guess let's just jump ahead and show you guys some of this. Hold on, the light is kind of bright. There you go. So
she could have just drawn something on a piece of paper, because she does everything digitally, but no. She's like, I go one step further and like put it on like 1,000 ply paper.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh,
the markings on her face, man. That is on wood, you mothers.
Thank you, Alex. I have a Redbubble store. You can get some of my Fiendish art on mugs and t-shirts. Yay. So
holy shit. Help this guy holy hand grenades out, Alex.
What? What's going on? I could do something like this image on like just have it laser printed, but it's not the same because it's on laser printed. It wouldn't, like, the depth wouldn't be the same. I don't know if you have to see it to tell, but it's almost like it's carved into the wood.
Yeah.
If you look at it closely, like a laser engraver isn't going to be able to do this. It's not just like etched into it by a machine. I actually carved into it. This is hand drawn, and the whole point is these are one of a kind hand drawn pieces. I just finished this Ragna. I'm going to do this. I only have a sketch of it, but I'm going to have a Casimir, and I'm going to try and have a Yomi ready as well by launch day. So I'll have at least 3, and as the campaign progresses, I'll add more. So these are going to be my original art tiers for Fiendish 2. I don't think I'll do like sketch cards or anything. It'll just be these.
So is that engraving or is that you drawing on that?
I burn it. It's called pyrography.
Wow.
Yeah, so I actually started doing it when I started doing leather work, but you can do it
Where's
on
your
wood
helmet?
or leather.
Where's your stormtrooper costume that you used to make this stuff with? I think the audience should see your gear.
Yeah.
No, the gear is right here. This is.
I want to send her like a sperm whale tooth.
Where's that helmet?
And let her fucking like whittle a fucking image on the side of it.
This is my pyrography. I can't, because it's a whole machine set, and there's like a heat setting and stuff over there. But this is like, it's like a nib, and you heat it up, and you can adjust the heat. And
what the fuck is she doing over there? It's like a bomb making.
No, it's not. This is my crafting table.
It's hot metal that she uses to scorch wood.
I know. Anyways. I have a like a wood burning merit badge somewhere.
Don't you wear like a giant like welder's helmet or something when you do that?
Yeah, sometimes, but it depends. Sometimes if I have to really bend down and do the details, I have to wear like goggles because there's a lot of smoke and stuff. So this is actually the first piece I ever did of wood burning.
Wow.
And that's
cool.
What's in there?
So when I was in Taiwan, it's a pencil box. When I was in Taiwan, I came across this leatherworking workshop, and I got really intrigued by the leatherwork, and I asked to learn. I saw that they did classes, so I asked to learn how to do the leatherwork. And so I started popping in, just learning how to do basic leatherwork. And at the end of it, because we were talking, and the guy, the teacher, found out I could draw, so he just handed me like literally a soldering iron like kind of tip and was like, you know, why don't you like I do this sometimes. I just like burn. This is how I sign my leatherwork pieces. Why don't you draw on your piece? So I just started drawing on the leather stuff. I actually have a few others, but I gave them to like friends and family. But so this is one of the first pieces I did, and it's a really really narrow pencil box. Here, I have some like a micron in here and stuff. It fits like 3 microns and shit. So,
Wow.
anyways, I do leather work too. But yeah, so that's how this is done. It's burned into the wood. So I will have more of these with the chapter 2 campaign. Mm-hmm. Let me catch up on these chats, guys. That's 48.2% that my woodworking. Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen your woodworking, but thank you for the compliment. I'm sure your woodworking is awesome. Like, I don't really do that much woodworking. I can do basic shit, but I don't have the tools for like real woodworking. You know, I have like a circular saw. I have a handsaw and shit. Most of what I have my leatherwork tools. I can do a lot with leather, but with wood, I just burn shit. I make coasters sometimes. Yeah. Daddy like it. Yay! So let's go back to the campaign. Ah! Here's everybody else. Let's see. Oh, member chats. Let me go back. Thank you. Let me go see. Did I miss anything?
I lost Jason's cover.
You lost Jason's cover? How did that happen?
I don't know. It got misplaced, and I have yet to find it in this space.
I'm sure you'll find it.
I'm just gonna redraw it because the piece that I was doing was similar to some other piece that somebody else was doing. So I was like, yeah, I'll just redo this.
I mean, you are you. You kind of just redo everything that you kind of don't like. I'm glad you guys like that. By the way, I was going to mention, really, I'm serious. Check out the website for Fiendish, fiendishcomic.com, because I have a preview for chapter 1 here as well. It's the first 20 pages of the first chapter. And if you're not sure about this campaign, if you want to just get a feel for how the book reads and you want to understand just the general gist of the story, like the first 20 pages do a pretty good job of introducing you to what's going on. So I just put it up for free because I know this is a new franchise and sometimes people don't know about it. They're not sure if they want to back book 2, especially if they hadn't touched book 1. So here it is for free. Go on the website, check it out, and indulge yourself a little bit in the world building. Okay, I missed some member chats. Let me go back. Dunringle, thank you. Dunringle is a member for 2 months. Dun says, best way for all CVRS, Red Valkyrie stream, email tier. Best way for all covers. Okay, so you want all 4 covers. Right, that's a really good question. I was thinking about that. So if you want all 4 covers, then yeah, you'll have to back it tomorrow night because it's the first 24 hours. So it'll have to be during the Red Valkyrie stream. Like I'm gonna have all the covers here because right now I didn't want to clutter up my perks too much. Because right now my perks are Fiendish 1 and 2, which is a catch-up. I have a bulk retailer perk, and then I have the Boob Dan one, and then my covers and stuff like that. But I might have just all the covers, right? And I'll have that ready. I think I'll add that. But anyways, I'm sorry, it's like breaking my brain because I'm trying to figure out how to like logistically make all this happen. I feel bad withholding things from people, but I have to because rarity means something, you know? Like it matters that the people who back in the first 24 hours only get this cover. It matters that the people who were following this and signed up and know that this is how I get the Red Valkyrie cover. It matters that it's limited. So I'm really sorry if people don't get it, but I have to make it limited. So right, if you want all 4 of these covers, then tomorrow evening we're gonna start like around 6. Not tomorrow. I'm sorry, Saturday. I've had a few shots, guys. Around like 6 or 8 p.m. EST Saturday night is when I think the stream with Red Valkyrie will start. If you back then, You'll be able to get all the covers. There you go. That's your answer.
Are you doing midnight on Thursday?
No, noon on Saturday.
Okay.
Hey, my gosh.
Because tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, I corrected myself.
Okay.
I didn't
Sorry.
mean tomorrow. I meant Saturday. I said Saturday. We're launching Saturday. I've had a few drinks. Yes.
Just
Saturday, the 10th. The
Uh,
10th is when we're launching.
Saturday's the 10th?
Yes.
Wow.
Let me see. I missed another chat. Ellie Munoz, member for 2 months. Thank you. Says Yorini, you like Tolkien and shit. Does that mean I like Tolkien or I am like Tolkien? I'm not like Tolkien. Again, Tolkien is the master. But that is high praise and thank you. You know,
Yeah, and you're
guys,
like Darth Vader. Now you are the master.
right. You know, because of like the shit Lord of the Rings series on Amazon, I've been cleansing my palate by reviewing the Silmarillion and a lot of Tolkien's works, and it's just like my appreciation every time I go back, my appreciation for that man grows. It's just I can't even begin to describe. It's not just that his world building is expansive, because there's a lot of creators that are like that. It's not even that, you know, he was a true master of the English language, right? You can compare someone like me, who I just decided to build a language for fun, but I never studied linguistics. You know, I kind of just made up words and I have like a passing knowledge of linguistics, but I didn't study it, right? Like he spoke like Old English, he spoke Old Norse, he really understood language, he really understood mythology, and he was creating from, and also he was like, he had more age, he had so much more experience, he went to war, and when you read his stories, you could see all that coming out, and just his command over the English language. He was a poet. Like I don't know what can compare to that. Every time I read him, it's as much as I like writers like George R. R. Martin and I appreciate his works, it does bother me a little when, like, clearly when you read George R. R. Martin, he's got a bit of a postmodernist streak, and he wants to kind of deconstruct the Tolkien-esque fantasy, because he's like, well, it's so simple. The bad guys are ugly and they wear black, and the good guys are pretty and they wear white. And it's like, it isn't that simple at all. You are completely misinterpreting everything Tolkien has written. What are you talking about? What about Gollum? What about Feanor? What about all these other characters that have loads? What about what about Saruman? All these characters that have so much nuance and so much in between. He understood the human soul, and that's what made his story good, because it was sincere. He wasn't trying to subvert anything. He wasn't even just sticking to a formula. He understood the human spirit. He had a message to tell, because the message that he had to say, I always tell. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you've read Lord of the Rings. It's like, and he said it himself, he drew those experiences of Sam and Frodo going to Mordor, and the whole, you know, like the way they stuck by each other at the end. It was how he felt on the front lines of World War II. Like, how can anyone who hasn't been in that situation live up to him reflecting his experiences in a fantasy piece of work? I just don't, like, it's hard to describe. Like, people who haven't read the books, you're missing out. Even if the Silmarillion is a drag, fucking read it. Because it's not just expansive, you know. It's not just that it was a well-done fantasy story. It was a lot of wisdom in there, and that's why it's lasted so long. And that's why people are so sensitive to it being corrupted. Like, when in the new Amazon TV series, it's not just like any other story where, well, it's an adaptation, so you can change it. No, it's part of it is because Tolkien has been around for much longer than a lot of the other series that they're kind of changing, and like, oh, they do The Witcher, they kind of change some things around. Well, whatever, it's fine, it's progressive, right? And like, people are, I don't really care that much about it if they want to fuck with some newer fantasy, but it's almost like Tolkien's fantasy. It's been around longer, but it's also done in such the way he wrote, he thought about every single word and he meant what he said. So the fact that you think you're better than him and you get to change or leave out part of what he said, and like you can't just take single sentences out of all of his commentary and like his words and out of context and say, well, he said Galadriel was a fighter, so that means she's going to be wielding a sword and she's a battle commander. No, like you have to take all of his work.
Right.
Like, do not try to adapt Tolkien unless you have read everything and you really understand it and you respect it. You cannot cherry pick his words and say, I want to adapt this and I want to take this and then create something new.
Yeah, the lack of reverence is
that's a prevalent problem in modern Hollywood, but just the fact
that is, to me, that is the key to Comicsgate. I mean, I know, like, you ask 20 people what Comicsgate is, and you'll get 20 different variations of it. But like, to me, that's kind of why I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's just this irreverence to existing IPs, irreverence to people's work before them. Like, your job is to come in and be a steward to these IPs, not to come in and deconstruct. Like, hey man, here's this old castle. Your job is to take care of it. Okay, well, I'm gonna start taking it apart and I'm gonna rebuild this other fucking tower over here. Like, no, you keep it intact.
I mean, it's like postmodernism it started out as a fun thought experiment, basically, like Dadaism and the Frankfurt School is a whole different story. I'm not going to get too much into that shit, but it's when you apply it to every part of real life, and I'm not going to talk about politics, but if you apply it to real life and you apply it to our entertainment, which, like, some people say it's just entertainment, but I disagree. I think sometimes entertainment is just entertainment, but on a large scale, when you try to there's different levels of entertainment. You have like the cheap stuff that is just easy entertainment and you don't have to put any mind to it. And then you have stuff like Tolkien. You have stuff like the classic shit like Beowulf, all these stories that have like fucking Homer. Those stories have lasted this long for a reason, and they have weight to them, and they shouldn't be corrupted because that's our history. That's where we come from. It says something about humanity. It says something about all of us, and there is a time to be irreverent. I am not against being irreverent. There's also a time to be respectful.
Yeah.
You have to know the difference.
Yeah, there's a new Beowulf coming out where it's like women and they're going to help this other lesbian woman, and they sleep at night, and like Grendel is a dude and it's like the only dude around, and he shows up and he's like, I'm gonna get you, and you sleep. No, I don't know, I'm just making shit up.
I was like, you know what's bad? I didn't even know if you were serious. Oh, Jolly Green, I thought you left.
That's the point where we are, where it's like and another thing, it's like you need to remember, like there's totally room, like the comic book spindle is infinite. Like if you want to make Lumberjanes, that's fine. Like go for it. Dude, but really, like the big two, I mean, in like Image, if you want to go do cool stuff with Image, like PG-13 or like R-rated stuff, that's cool. But I feel like the big two needs to be kept a certain level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those books are for kids.
Yeah.
Right? Like just because we grew up doesn't mean that the big two needed to grow up.
Yeah.
Like no, like we grow the fuck up and we do other stuff, and then the next group of kids get to enjoy Marvel. Now it's just like fucking weird and wonky and like too complicated with like bullshit. Like real life bullshit. It's not escapism.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if because I didn't grow up with superhero comics, I don't have that strong of opinion on it. Most of my approach to it is I sympathize with the people who did grow up reading comics, and I understand where they're coming from because they have tried to come for anime and manga. It's never going to happen as long as I'm alive, but they're doing it to Tolkien, and it's easy to. I mean, they have try to every time whatever Hollywood touches, like 99% of the time turns to shit. Like the shit goes to shell adaptation, the shit adaptation, all that shit. So yeah, they have tried to ruin anime and manga as well. So I don't know. There's just no respect. There's no everything has to be a subversion. Everything has to be not just rebellious, because again, I love being rebellious. I'm an ornery bitch. But like you're not rebelling for anything. You just want to tear it down, but you have nothing to build, right? That's the whole that's just like Tolkien has so many amazing lines. The whole idea of evil cannot create, it can only corrupt what has already been created. Like how true is that? Like all the things, if you know Tolkien really well, all the things he said that come true in your everyday life. I feel like I'm talking about like a religious like book or something, but that's what happens when you have a story that is written with so much wisdom. And that's why it pisses me off when I see it being corrupted. Jolly Green, right? I'm kind of going off on a bit of a rant here. I take it you wanted to hear about the campaign. I do apologize.
They're like, tell us more about what you're doing, less about.
Okay. I know. Oh my god. I got so upset about the fucking like Tolkien shit, like the Lord of the Rings show. I can't help myself. Okay.
You've been watching Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Let me show you the campaign. I'm sorry. Deep breaths. Okay. So guys, you can watch it if you want. I wouldn't recommend it.
I watched it.
I didn't. Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the first episode, and then
it was
turned
just
that
more
shit
boring.
off. I was like, I'm done. I don't know.
It was more boring. It was more
very
boring. Yeah.
Everybody's got these weird, stupid haircuts. I mean, it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I go and I watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, this is fucking dope.
It's good. Game of Thrones is actually good.
I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah. I gave them both a chance, and you know.
Yeah,
one set their hooks in me, and the other one fucking just not interested.
I had the same reaction. I like Game of Thrones a lot more. So right now, this is how the campaign is structured. I'll always have a give me everything tier at the top, and the covers are the main perks. So you get these covers and whatever. Like if I have the Red Valkyrie cover available, it'll be here. And then I have the Catch Me Up that'll be available all the time. I have a bulk auction for getting 10 books because some people seem to like that with the first campaign. I'm keeping that. And now that you guys have suggested it, I will have get all the covers perk. Maybe I'll have that available at certain times. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to think about that. Because then like, when do I activate it? When do I hide it? I don't know, because you can get everything as an add-on as well. So if you just get Fiendish 2 Classic at checkout, you can get the Boobsco cover, and if it's within the first 24 hours, you get the black and white cover. Yeah, you get the black and white cover as well. So you will be able to get all of them. It's just add-ons. So long story short, this campaign is very add-on heavy, and let's just scroll down a little bit. I added this. This is a little character introduction. So I have the sort of summaries for Casimir, Iskal, Yomi, which are the major characters from chapter 1, and you can go on and read about them and find out what happened last time. You seem to really like it. Well, Yomi takes a really big part in chapter 2, so you'll find out a lot more about. Well, you find out a lot more about all the characters because chapter 2 is there's some really badass action, but it's also character intensive. And I suppose I should do a quick summarization for people who didn't read chapter 1. So the summary, the basic premise of the story is Casimir is the main character. And as a child, his hometown of Dorvo was destroyed by these mysterious demons. And even though it's a fantasy world, these aren't creatures that are well known. Nobody knows where they came from. They're completely mysterious. They're not any kind of magical creature that people know about. And as far as Casimir knows, he was the only survivor that he knows of. And he's got some memory loss. He doesn't really remember exactly how he escaped, but he was like around 11 at the time. He did end up escaping, and he grew up somewhere else, far away. He never went back to his hometown. He tried to forget about it. But years later, as an adult, right now, as you see, one of these creatures surfaces again in the town where near in the woods where he's living. And in chapter 1, he finds it. The story opens with him finding a man in the wilds who was killed by this monster. He's the only one who knows where this creature comes from, and he tells Iskal, his friend, what he knows about it, but there's still a lot of mystery, and nobody knows where they're from exactly. Cosmere just knows what they do. Like, they kill their prey by mummifying them. Their skin burns. Everything they touch is really weird. I really like the design. They look really cool. And you can see the creatures in the trailer. But anyhow, they track the monster down. They kill it in chapter 1. I guess spoilers, but everybody should, you guys have your books at this point. So that's what happens. And he resolves to find the creature, to go on a journey, go back to his hometown, and figure out what exactly happened and where this monster came from. And if he can stop any more of these from showing up, then he will. So that's the premise of the story. And a few other people joined him along the way, and chief among them are Iskul and Yomi, who's another character they meet in chapter 1, and you'll find out more about them all in chapter 2. So there. Yeah. Jolly Green really wants to. Thank you for keeping me on track. Hold on. Tangents is like the middle name of the show, okay? Oh my gosh, is Jolly Green my new manager? I feel like I need that. I know, I really do need a manager. My life is a complete mess. So I have the character profiles up here. You'll be able to read all about them. Here's some interior pages. I'm halfway done with the inks, and my colorist, Nick, is like about a third done with the colors, and then they're looking really great. So here's some of the samples. And for the perks, the covers are the main, like all the perks are based on the covers. We've gone past that as well. And the add-ons are the most important thing about this campaign. So you can add on whatever you want. You can get the give me everything, and just add on like 2 more of everything if you want. You can get all the add-ons are available for all of the perks. You can customize your purchase however you would like. I want to make this easy for the customer. I want you guys to be satisfied with what you are backing, and that might be fulfillment mildly hell for RJ, but I talked to him about it. He said it's cool, so I'm gonna assume it's fucking cool, because I literally showed him this and I'm like, are you cool with this? And he's like, yes, so we're gonna do this. So the add-ons, obviously you can get another copy of chapter 2. You get a copy of chapter 1, which will have a new cover, same interiors, but a new cover that's different from the chapter 1 cover, because I wanted that to be limited. There will be a new Sandy of Ragna. So this is the art for Ragna. I'm going to paint it up. This is like sort of a line art version of it, but I'm going to do like concept art. I'm going to make it painterly and shit. I'm going to make more of the demon Sandy from chapter 1. If you guys haven't seen that yet. Here you go.
Oh.
So everyone can start their army builder.
Yeah, I mean, these are kind of big if you want to use them in any gaming setting, but I thought of building, like, I've been talking to Ari Cutfuls, and I'm going to have miniatures for, I think, chapter 2.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay, that'll be
So,
fun.
not for chapter 2. I think it's like too much stuff if I added it onto chapter 2. But for 2.5, which is the next campaign, I have like a weird in-between chapter that I'm going to be launching next year sometime. So I'm going to have like little caches. They're caches, but I'm going to make sure they're the same size you can play them on like a D&D board and shit. So that'll be fun. But right now I have these standees, and this is the one from chapter 1. This is the demon that they encounter, like a cute version of it. Obviously in the comic it looks much less cute, and with this little base that says fiendish, and it's actually reversible, so you can have the logo showing or not. And the Ragna standee will be made the same way, but I think I'll make her double-sided this time, so it'll be from both sides. Yep. So that's the plan. I'll be making more of these because I'm actually running out of those. Thank you. I wasn't sure if they would work, but I guess people did like the standees. Say Comics, hello. What's up? Hi. Yeah. Listen, I grew up reading manga and watching anime, and it shows. Okay, I can't lie. Okay, let me get out of big screen. So I'll have those. I'll have more of the Regrowth art book, and I'll have the world map print. So people have been asking for me to make my world map available, and that's the map that's on the website. Here you go. I have more information here if you want to read about the continents and be a giant nerd, because I don't know, I can't stop myself from writing 50 million paragraphs about everything.
Do it.
I can't help it. But so it's a print of this map here. It starts out as just like poster paper, right? But I have a high stretch goal to make it a canvas print. And here are the stretch goals. Here are the first few ones. It's just trading cards and extra content for the book. Those are the beginning stretch goals. I'm going to keep things kind of hidden depending on how the campaign goes. So we'll see. But eventually, one of the stretch goals is definitely making the world map printed on canvas. And it has to be a high stretch goal because it actually costs quite a bit to produce. But I also really want to reach it because I want a canvas world map, and it's big. It's like 22 by 24 inches or something. It's big. So I wanted it to be canvas because that means I'll be able to fold it and ship it in Gemini, and it won't ruin it. And it also looks cool because it's fucking canvas instead of paper. And so please back my campaign because I really want a canvas world map to be made. It's really high though. It's a really high stretch goal. I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's one of the stretch goals. I think I have. What are some other stretch goals? I think I have. So the first year are making our trading cards. I commissioned AC, the artist, for my chapter 1 trading cards already. So I feel like we're going to hit those. At least we're going to hit those. At least I hope we will. So I have a further stretch goal that's making the trading cards in metal, and a lot of like thicker paper for the campaign and the other stuff like that. I might throw in a stretch goal that's like a free sticker or a free print for everybody. And that's kind of how I plan my stretch goals. So my idea behind building this campaign is I want to avoid forcing people to like back the campaign multiple times. I feel like that comes across wrong. Like, I know there's like the business side of me, but I'm like, dude, like, I think if you really want something, like, it should be available at the beginning of the campaign. And in general, all my stretch goals will just be adding on to the stuff you already have. So when we hit these stretch goals, everybody gets the trading cards. Everybody gets the extra sketch content in their books. Everybody will get the posters or stickers. And if you backed the canvas print when we hit that stretch goal, when you back the world map, when we hit that stretch goal, everybody's world map becomes printed on canvas. So the only exception is like the black and white, like the artist edition that I'm considering, but we'll see about that. That's a whole other issue. Metal is forever. There you go. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, we'll see it. Oh, here's a ragno standee if you guys want to take a clearer look at it. There. Oh my god, this is like really shit resolution. You get the idea. There you go.
That's awesome.
I'm going to paint it up.
That's awesome.
Thanks. I'm going to paint it up so it looks like gaming art, essentially, because this was it really was just a sketch I did, but I really like the pose, so I decided I might as well make it a standee, and I'm going to make it a little more refined. So it'll look like this, just it'll be kind of like Riot Games art, you know? There you go. So I think people will like that. It'll be double-sided. She's my boobalicious magic character. People seem to enjoy that. Shockingly, I know. You get a trading card, and you get a trading card. You get a trading card. Yes, everybody gets a trading card. Ooh, the Lucent. Yes, everybody sign up. Yeah, sign up for Bancross and Lucent. I think that's about it. Is there anything I didn't cover? Here's the team. I have a detail that I'm hiring out the fulfillment, so I won't be suffering, and also you guys will get your book sooner this time. And there you go. That's your preview of the Chapter 2 campaign. I want to make a new trailer that I hope I can finish it before the launch, but that's my task for tomorrow. I'll have another video up within the next couple of days, but yeah, there you go. I hope I've assuaged all your questions. Launching Saturday on the 10th. Don't miss out. Because if you do, you won't be able to get this cover and other awesome stuff.
Check your...
Yeah!
So you just gonna start the trailer tomorrow? Or is it like almost done? And
Oh no, the trailer's done. I just want to do another one. I've actually already done 2 trailers.
You said you were gonna work on something tomorrow, like the video or whatever?
Yeah, I want to do another trailer.
Oh, another trailer.
Because I'm crazy. I already have 2 trailers. There are 2 trailers on here. This is the preliminary trailer that I've had all summer, and this is the second trailer that I just played at the beginning of the show. And then I want to do a 3rd trailer because I want to be on camera because I'll play this trailer so you see. Like the trailers that this one is modeled after my chapter 1 trailer, where I don't talk about like, oh, this book is so many pages and this is the person working on it and whatever, which would be good too, but it's just like the story trailer, the narration is from the character's point of view. So I want to do another one where I'm on camera explaining the book to people for a couple minutes, you know what I mean? So how about let me play this trailer and then I don't know, we can you guys want to do a draw stream or something, just hang out for a bit?
Sure.
There you go.
I'm here for you.
Let's do it.
Let me grab the super chat.
Let's make it happen.
Yay! You guys are the best. Thank you for indulging me.
You see the private chat? Do you see the private chat that I said?
I did. I don't understand. I don't understand, Matt.
I want to get that the back. First, I was like, "Could you show us a Yumi?" Because you were saying that I'm going to be doing the Yumi base back cover.
Oh, right. So, by the way, Matt Barr is drawing the back cover for the book, but we don't have anything super ready to show yet.
No, I don't have shit because I have to sketch it up and show it to her.
Yeah.
So let's just be honest. But
it's not his fault. It's my fault because I kind of told him that I wanted to change everything and start over again on like Monday. But do you need
no
reference?
problem.
She said the same thing to me, friend.
Well,
so that covers
it's the Yumi. It's the
one.
Yumi girl.
No,
it's the little dark-skinned, toothy girl with the black eyes.
Yeah, Yomi, this one. She's a dev. So the dev they're a race that is. I'll have like explainers of like world building stuff in the back of the second book to explain all this stuff. But the dev is spelled DAEV, but it's pronounced dev. It's from like a Iranian word, or it's like an old Persian word or some shit like that. But it's it obviously is related to dev, and like, which isn't a word for demon, but it's it's like a rare form of that word. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into the linguistics, but so her race, they have purple skin and like they have like the dark sclera. They are native to the continent of Argos, but they commonly serve as slaves and servants to humans. Like their race is just in general, everyone expects.
Would you say dark sclera?
Sclera, the whites of her eyes.
That's the
sclera. That's the scientific name for
They're
everything.
Australian. She's saying they're slaves.
Do the curtains match the carpet?
Depends. What are you talking about? the males. Hold on. The males look very different from the females. Like the females, they only have head hair, but the males are hairy all over. We haven't seen a lot of the males yet. So you'll see. I have the descriptions on the website if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I pulled it up. That's what I was looking.
All right.
So so that's what I'm saying. You don't understand. I want to get it to you by the launch. Like if I can, I'd like to get it to you by the launch. Is what I was saying in the.
That was cool. I'll send you
before lunch.
I'd like to get to you by Saturday.
Everybody,
so that when you launch, you have it. You know.
Matt's totally not high, guys. I will send you a reference, Matt. How's that? Instead of trying to pull things up on stream, I'll send you some reference. There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will definitely.
I'm not saying you need to do it right now. I was just like, maybe pull up the characters, which is what you're doing right now. You know, so you just kind of naturally did it. I'm not saying.
Well, I don't have like the full body. Like I'm gonna have to send you pages from chapter 1 and stuff. I have a turnaround for Yomi. I'll send you the whole turnaround.
Yeah, on the website you have a turnaround for her.
Yeah, I do actually. It's right here. I have like character profiles and stuff.
Yeah, and the artwork. Right, yeah, I saw.
By the way, isn't this cool? Their names are in the Narsa, so you can find out more about them right here. So here's a trading card for her from chapter 1, and I have. Here you go. If you want a better look at her. Yep. So that's Yomi. Yep.
Don't you touch that fucking tail unless you ask.
No, you shouldn't. Marumi for 2 thank yous. Marumi said, go on a quest for a silver reel. Well, that is for what though? For whom? For what? Are you barren? Are you tasked by are you sent on a quest by someone to win Luthien's hand? I'm confused. Is that the cute version? Oh, are you talking about the demon or Yomi? Yomi is kind of cute. Like, well, she's not. She looks younger than she actually is. Yeah, she just kind of looks. She's very small. She's like 5'3" or some shit. But she's not actually a kid. She's like a teenager.
I drew her very cute, but then she became very evil very quickly.
Well, that's fine too. She's not evil though. She's not evil. She's good.
But she looks like the way she's colored now. I'm like, ah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, kind of on the cover. She
was softer in the black and white, but once she gets in color, she takes on a whole other form.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid with the eyes and stuff, but you know, that's just how the dev look. Yeah. Well, let me scroll down a bit. Sorry, guys, I'm a little behind. Did I miss any other super chats? Start from the beginning. No, I can't. Okay, I feel like I'm already
from the beginning.
I've already like totally ruined this stream because I'm all over the place. Oh, sorry guys. I just want to explain the campaign. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I had a plan. I thought Adam would be on all night and then he just left. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just like, I don't know what to do. Okay. Anyway.
Damn, she's doing good, right?
Yeah, she's doing great.
Oh. No,
she's hanging in there like a champ.
It's the booze. It's the booze that's making you stressful.
It's
you're nailing it. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right. We're gonna play the trailer so we can put it into my suffering. Everybody,
play the trailer.
We're gonna be launching this Saturday at noon on Ethan's channel. Remember, there's an exclusive 24-hour only cover that you can only get for the first 24 hours of the campaign, and there's like a naked Ragna cover that you'll be able to get for whenever Red Valkyrie is streaming. So I'll be streaming with Ethan starting at noon for a few hours. We'll just see how things go, and around like 6 or 8, I'll announce it on Twitter because we're not sure yet. I'll be hopping onto Red Valkyrie, and then the raunchy cover will be available while I'm on the show. So if you want all the covers, then hop on sometime tomorrow night, and that's your best chance of getting all of them. So there you go. Wow. Oh, thank you, Jolly Green. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna play the trailer.
We're gonna pop it.
Please end your suffering. You guys like that? Julie Pascal said the music is perfect for the genre. Thank you. So the music is by Zivia. Someone said they sound like Word Runa. They're similar. Honestly, Word Runa is like 50% what I listen to when I'm drawing Fiendish. I love them, but I will never have even a remote chance of getting music from them. So Zivia is a Belarusian. Actually, it's one guy. He's one guy that composes the music, and he hires out orchestras and singers to, perform the music, and he records it. And I just email him. Just like I got drunk one day and I was like, let me just email this musician that I love on YouTube and ask if I can commission him. And I was going to commission him. And he emailed me back and was like, go ahead and use my music. So thank you to Zivia for letting me use his super epic, absolutely amazing music. Dude, music is so good. I feel like you don't realize just how much I love it. And that was super duper cool. So that's where the music is from. DZIVIA. Oh, hey, Sim is here. For the launch date, I think I've had a few drinks, so I might have said the date wrong. Again, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. If you're in Europe, it's going to be, it's Saturday?
Saturday.
Time.
What day?
If you're in Australia, it's Sunday.
Like what Eastern Standard Time, USA, Saturday at noon. That's when the first 24 hours starts. That's when the launch is. So I guess like 6 hours for Europe. That would be like 6 a.m. Saturday morning. That would be when the launch is for you. And Australia is in a whole different planet. So whatever. Somebody else do the math for me. So yeah, Saturday at noon. September 10th, Eastern Standard Time, that's when we'll be launching. So if you want to catch that, be around. I wanted to launch. I was like, I didn't know Saturday would be a good time because it's weekend. Maybe people are busy, but I have a day job. And I have very little time to take off right now. So I was like, I guess I'll have a launch on the weekend. So sorry, guys, but hopefully everybody will be able to be there. So yeah.
I'll be there in spirit.
Thank you. I feel so supported, Dan.
You're welcome.
You're a true fan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to get on EBS's stream, so I'm not going to be on that one. And I work in the. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll be that'll be me there in spirit. It's me in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7 hours ahead. Oh, it's ahead. Oh, that's right, because Hawaii is last. So that would be 6 p.m. ish. Depending on where exactly you are in Europe. Yeah, I'm bad at this shit. I've never been in mainland Europe, so it doesn't help. 5 hours ahead. You're right. Yeah, chat, please correct everything I say because
Dan Lawless
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Dan Lawless would know. Hi, Dan. What's up?
Oh my God, Dan Lawless. His fucking colors, dude. What an amazing artist.
Yeah.
Look at him in your chat. Good for you.
So, how high is Matt Barr? Popular. How high is Matt Barr?
I'm trying to finish these thumbnails so we can do some doodling.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
why don't you show? What are you guys working on? I need to go to the bathroom. So we're gonna do a draw stream now.
Dan, you show. I don't want to show what I'm doing.
The Frog G cover for the third time.
Here, show everybody. You're drawing boobs. Tell them what you're working on.
I'm redrawing the Frog G
Dan's
cover.
drawing boobs.
Third time.
What do you know?
Character. This was probably going to be like what? Because this was the other one. I don't know. Maybe this one's the better one. I don't know. But they told me different. They wanted some different heads, and I just had human heads in this one.
Knock.
But I liked it, and I was like, maybe I could fix the composition a little bit, leave a little more room for the logo at the top, because I didn't really leave a lot of room in the other one. So
I never drew boobs that big before.
Dude,
neither did I until until everybody started thinking that was my thing, and then I just drew them on everything.
Knock. Who's there? Dan.
Yeah,
Dan,
I tried to. It's
Dan's
true.
drawing tits.
I tried. This was one of my Frog G cover attempts that I was gonna do, but then they were like, "There's no boobs on there."
It didn't feel right. There were any tits.
Paying you for a boob Dan cover, not a cartoon Dan cover. So then I redrew it. I had another one that was really cool, but somebody else drew the same character in almost the same sort of scenario. And I was like, that looks too much like the other. So instead of having a piece that looked just like the other ones, I decided to redraw it. And then I yet again repenciling it a second time.
I tried to draw your character and it was hard.
You did a good job, though. I saw the one you did. I liked it.
It was hard. It was like,
It looked good. Did you see? I have to show you AC, the Irene's friend, who's like they're kind of like her co-conspirators on Fiendish. She did a like crazy good piece of Goblin Girl that I'm gonna try and either use as like a sketch card or a print or something. It was so good. I was just like, why don't I just tell you what the story is and you just draw the book? I was like, it was so good. I was like, man, and they weren't ginormous or anything, but like they looked like she drew it really well. Like the energy was awesome.
yeah, I was trying to find my own way of drawing Goblin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I mean, it's not really so much about 100% like trying to think. I don't have Matt Barr's piece laying here, but Matt Barr did a piece and it's awesome. Yeah, see, look at that. Blow him up.
But I was just trying to look off.
Irene.
Blow him up. You lost my piece?
Give me a fucking
I didn't lose it. I
Can
think it's in with my
down
original.
first?
It's not, your piece isn't in here. It's in with my original art. Yeah. See, look at that. It's pretty
Oh,
damn
nice.
good.
That was hard.
Nice.
It's good. I was just the other day. I was like, I need to find out if he's gonna sell that or if he wants to sell that or what's the deal, because I don't. Other than Matt Barr's piece, I don't have any originals of anybody's character pieces of my stuff.
I could
yeah.
just mail it to you.
That'd be cool. I'm dude. As soon as I get your book and I have a better look at your whole world, I'm totally doing some crazy piece for you.
Yeah. I know. I gotta.
It's coming.
Yeah, I gotta finish. Oh my god, I gotta finish the map.
Yeah.
I'm working on my map, and then once I finish the map, then I can
On the map.
order the books.
Yeah. I wanted to do a map. I thought about it, but my world is like
Chaotic.
it is. It's pretty chaotic. It's all screwed up. I don't know how to. I mean,
Forever
I
changing landscape.
transcribe it. Yeah.
Hey, Simothori! Says hi
Like
to
the
you, DJ.
scrotum of an ogre.
That's true. That's true. Just like the ogre scrode.
Aloha.
Like an
So,
ogre scrotum
there
in
he
a
is.
hot summer day going
Do you
into
know
a
Sumo
Walmart.
Authority, DJ?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I was trying to find out where he's at. So, like, next time I come out that way, which probably won't be too long, because my mom and my stepfather, they're shutting down there where they live out in the East Coast, and they're going to move permanently over there. So they're not just going to be, because they were just there for like 3 months out of the year every year for like a while until obviously until COVID hit.
right.
And then they around COVID time hit, they were planning on like getting a different place and selling the place they had, but then like I guess like everybody went over and bought property during COVID,
right.
and like everything's like is gone for the most part.
Yeah.
So, but they're
that's
determined to be out there by the first of the year. So I'll be going out there more often soon. So I was like,
Well, Maui Comic Con is December, I think 11th, 12th.
yeah.
And I think during that weekend, and I'll be in Maui on that weekend.
Mm.
So yeah, if you can try,
Yeah, baby.
Hawaiian get together. I'm thinking of heading out to Hawaii. Not sometime soon, but eventually, because me and like my group of real life friends. I have real life friends. Yes.
What?
I know, it's shocking. I know. We want to travel, but because of all the travel restrictions, it's annoying. So we want to just go places in the U.S. and we might be going out to the Redwoods, Grand Canyon, Redwoods, and Hawaii are the places we want to hit. So I might be out there sometime like next year-ish. like early next year. So
Probably there
that'd
next
be
year
cool.
for sure.
Yeah, we should meet up and stuff. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I might
Yeah.
eventually might end up be living there because my mom's moving there. So,
Oh, that's cool.
but it'll depend on things here with my dad and stuff and the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
Leah,
Yeah, right. That's right. You have a kid now.
Yeah, I know. Leah sent me this photo of this place in Hawaii. She's like, "Babe, look at this place. It's totally reasonable." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we have. I don't know. Like, move everything, go there.
Yeah.
A different world."
Yeah.
So I don't know. My cousins that live there, they said they, I don't know, they've lived in the Big Island for a long time. So
Yeah. That's
they're
right.
over on, I forget what the name of the town is they live in. They're near like Volcano Park.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the side of the island, yeah.
Are you on
I
that
heard
side?
Hawaii.
Like 40 miles away from Volcano. I'm in Hilo. Yeah.
In Hilo. Yeah, well, they live near Hilo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're like in between Volcano Park and Hilo, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like, it's like real woodsy where they're at, like just jungle.
Yep. That sounds like Volcano.
Ooh, I
Only
want to
black
go.
So,
Yeah.
So the idea is eventually I move there and hopefully I'll have a guest bedroom and I can just invite friends over.
There you
Got
go.
it. So I now have a room in Hawaii. that I
We'll
can
we'll
go
build a
in.
tree house for you out back. You can just come and live there.
Oh, perfect. You know me so well. No, I need like a hole in the ground, like a
A
dungeon.
hobbit hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Hawaii you don't really want to be in a hobbit hole because those tend to fill with lava.
Yeah, you have a point. Well, I like to live on the edge, Dan. Call me, Jed for 10. Sorry, I can't read.
I'll get that
apparently.
popsicle I promised myself. Be right back.
Go get your popsicle.
I'm
Call me
melting,
Jed.
girl. I'm melting.
Go unmelt yourself. You need the popsicle. 12 EST is around 7 a.m. my time, which is way too early for me to hang out on a stream and drink. Oh, well, hopefully you can join later. I'm going to do it. Oh, well, thank you. Oh my gosh, at 7 a.m. your time. Are you actually in Hawaii? Because 12 EST, that would be 7 a.m. like out in the Pacific, right? Holy shit. I'm going to do it, but I'm filing an official grievance with the CG Drinkers Association. That's fine. I'll accept responsibility for that. What can I say? It is completely my fault that I'm going to make you start drinking at 7 a.m. this Saturday. But thank you for your super chat and thank you. I hope to see you at the launch. Yay! Thanks.
What time was the launch on Saturday?
12 noon EST.
Okay. That's
Yep.
EST. I think you're 5 or 6 hours ahead of me.
It's 6 hours from Hawaii, right?
Oh, 6 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be 6. Okay. Yeah, I can back you on the first day.
Awesome! Thank you. Yeah, I'll have. The cover and all the. You'll have a chance to back the early stuff until like Saturday at noon, so you should be fine. But I'll appreciate people coming.
Steak.
The launch, I don't know. I think Ethan wants to make a whole thing out of the launch, so I'm hoping people will show up and I won't be embarrassed because it'll be it'll make me sad, but it's okay. I'll get what I deserve. Count Dooku for 2. Thank you. Phoenix 2 launches 61 hours from now. Oh my gosh, you're keeping count. Ooh. Wow. Thank you, Count Dooku. Yeah, I do need a timer. I do need to do that. All right. Lording us up with their IRL friends talk. I do have friends in real life, about 3 of them, and I'm not even kidding. I have like 3 friends. I have my Taiwanese friend. I have my old friend that I've known for like 11 years that I met with back during my first animation job, and then I have like my Taiwanese friend's wife, and we all know each other somehow because it's Atlanta. Everybody knows each other.
You have your one friend that you went to the con with.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh.
I have a couple other friends from like the 2 people from high school I still talk to, but they're in different cities. Yeah. Shocker. All right, let's draw. 6-hour time difference? Right, 6 hours. Ooh, I'd love to go to Alaska eventually. Hey, Prater 7, what's up? All right, let's draw it. Speaking of boobs, you guys want to see some boobs?
Mm.
I would have
Waiting.
come off really weird. Boobs. I mean, it's nothing on Boob Dan, but I finished this a while ago. I just thought I'd show anybody who hasn't seen yet. Yay! There you go.
Every time you show me your pieces, I'm always like, damn it, I missed details on that outfit.
It's fine. You can, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't have to be like exactly the same. So here's a romantic and mushy page of Kazumi and Ragnar meeting after they haven't seen each other for years. I mean, it's not really mushy. They kind of left the last time they saw each other. It was an argument, so I don't think it's not really that romantic. But anyways, they've got a bit of a relationship. So
did they input each other's tales into each other? Like, you know.
I mean, they were doing that for a while as teenagers, yeah. And then Ragna kind of got all. So, I mean, I guess I can spoil the sort of history here. So Ragna's character is she's her heritage. So she's got the green hair and like kind of pointy ears and dark skin, but she is still human, but she's a race of human that I made up. It's kind of like, you know, like Atlantean humans or something, but that's not the same. Like she's a race called the EXILED, which is a mix between an ancient species of humans who came and imparted knowledge to common normal humans and normal humans. So EXILED are the mixes between Ispalin and normal humans. So she's like a half breed. And that was when the Ispalin came to the world and taught everybody magic and law and all that shit. That was thousands and thousands of years ago. So they left, and all that was left are the mixed race children, which are called the EXILED. And they have more magical abilities. They live a little longer. They're taller. They're kind of like a little superhuman. So they're a little arrogant usually, and they dominate like the shamanic classes, and they dominate like the scholastic professions and shit like that. So she's an EXILED, and Kazumi and Ragna have known each other since he escaped Dorvo. When he escaped Dorvo, he was injured and he was brought to Ragna's grandmother. She's also EXILED, and she has this sort of hideout, the shaman's hermitage in the woods. And he was brought there and healed by Ragna's grandmother. So he's known her since he was like 11. And she's a little older, but you know, he went and he was raised by a hunter in the woods, but they would meet like here and there, and they grew up knowing each other. And after a while, basically they started boinking, and he took it a lot more seriously than he did. I mean, she did. Like, to him, it was like, I'm courting this girl. He really liked her, and she's got this weird problem where she does really like him, but she can't fucking admit it because, like, to her, like, it's been drilled into her. You're an EXILED, you know, you can only marry other EXILED or a really, really rich human, like a prince or something. So she's got a bit of an elitism complex, and then she's also mildly racist toward the dev, which is a whole thing to write. But yeah, and she's even like a little racist toward normal humans. So, but that's how she was raised, because she is a race of humans that is better at magic and stuff, and she has this whole idea where, well, she's also the last of her line, so her whole childhood she was told, you have to be better. The whole burden of our entire line is on you. You have to be absolutely fucking perfect. So like, kind of think of Asuka. I really like Asuka's character. Not quite the same, but sort of that arrogance that's hiding a little bit of like all that pressure to succeed and be perfect, and she's hiding a lot of pain. I really like that. So I think that's part of what I try to emulate with her. But anyway, so they've known each other for a long time, and one day when Kazumi was like 15, she was like 17, she was about to leave on a journey to complete a research project, and she told him that. He was like, well, if you're leaving, I can't court you. And she laughed at him by saying, well, you're not courting me. Of course you're not. You're human. I can never marry you. What are you thinking? And he got really pissed off at that, obviously, because he thought the relationship was serious. So they've been on really bad terms ever since, and it's been a few years, and they're finally meeting again. Now you know the history between Kazumi and Ragna. Secret information, just for everybody who's on this stream. Yay! That's what's going on now. I get carried away if you guys ask this. Blue balled? I mean, no, not really. She wasn't blue balling him. Definitely not. Let's just put it this way. She's still perfectly willing to just be friends with benefits, but he's like, he doesn't want that. He wants something more, you know what I mean?
Ouch.
Which is weird because he's like, I thought it would be cool if like he's the character who's standoffish and he doesn't show his emotions, but I felt like family is really important to him and relationships are important to him. So when he trusts someone, he does trust them a lot. And that's why he's so pissed at her, because he thought she was one of the few people he could trust, especially because he's been through a lot of trauma. And she kind of broke that trust. So it was pretty bad. Yeah. Yep. You have to be the best of the best. The whole race depends on you. Not the whole race, just the line of her family. Mm-hmm. There you go. So anyways, that's them. Yeah, here's another page. I've shown this page before, but I'm really proud of it. So there you go.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm super proud of it. Oh, I spent so much time on it. No, it's not. Oh my god, holy hand grenades. That's gross. I don't have any self-inserts, okay? So anyways, I'm working on this now.
Holy shit.
It's gross. It's fucking gross. I hate it when writers do that. People have asked me that. Like, people have wondered, well, because you draw Casimir so handsome and shit, like, he must be your ideal man. I'm like, no, really not. First of all, he's modeled after one of my D&D characters that kind of looks like that, so.
I don't have any self-inserts in Goblin Girl.
Yeah, I think like with the personalities, let me actually start drawing. With the personalities of characters, you put a little bit of yourself into the characters, and it's almost subconscious sometimes. You can't really help it. And I'm definitely aware of that. But with like just straight up, well, this is my fantasy. I'm living out my fantasy. Like, no, there's 0% of that. That would be kind of creepy. I mean, like, why would I do that? If I want something in life, I'm just gonna go fucking get it. I don't need to draw a comic fantasizing about that shit.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with like Ragna's character, people ask me like, well, is Ragna self-insert because like she's mixed race and stuff? It's like, yes and no. She's not a self-insert, but I know I relate to her very well because I'm an only child. I was the firstborn of my family. I'm very close to my grandmother, and I'm kind of a perfectionist at my craft. So in that sense, but I'm also like in other ways nothing like her. So there you go. We put a little bit of ourselves into all our characters. It's just normal. Hi, Neff. What's up? Now chat is getting gross. No, Corey Burton's here. What's up? Hi, Corey. Just in time for the draw stream. All right, we're actually going to draw. Let's draw some boobs.
We're doodling.
So what else are you working on now, Dan?
I'm working on this Frog G cover. And then I got this Lady Ragnarok thing for Kickstarter that I'm slowly tooling away at, which it's a little harder in this heat to draw because it's more involved stuff. If that makes any sense.
Is it like really warm over there?
It's there's no air conditioning in my art studio.
Oh,
it's in a garage that has no ventilation, and it's 110 out.
Holy shit!
And right now,
it's late summer, though.
Right now, September is usually the most brutal heat month. Usually.
Really? In California?
August through September are like the two worst months of the year usually here.
Oh gosh, no, it's like cooling down in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's when we get the heat waves. Is August and September.
That's fucking weird.
Didn't know that. Yeah, I never heard that in the Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
And then I think it's like November 1st or something like that. It's like whenever the normal day of the time changes, which I can't remember what day that is. and now it's gonna be lost forever because they're gonna get rid of it. But it's really weird because like right when the time changes that day, like the weather will take a severe turn and it'll become cold.
Wow.
Right. Well, it's
So-
weird because it's like when you pay attention to when the solstices are, and when the weather really just changes like that on the solstice, it feels weird. It's like, oh my god, the gods are real.
Yeah.
I love that
And
shit.
but right now it's nighttime here, so it's dark out, and it's like 94 degrees. So it's pretty hot.
Oh wow. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Yeah, over here it's cooling down. It was really hot in the summer, but I don't even have my AC on anymore.
Yeah,
So
my
it's pretty
AC
nice.
runs like all day long.
Hmm.
I live like in an insulated garage that just traps heat like nothing else. So I'm sitting here right now with a fan blaring on me, and I'm trying to like I'm trying to force myself to get through this piece, but it is hard to work in this heat. I'll have to say.
Everybody back Goblin Girl now, so Dan can afford to not suffocate and get like 5 more fans for his art studio.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to get this done. Supposedly it's gonna start to cool down next week, so I'll probably get back on to hopefully blasting through the Lady Ragnarok pages because I was moving pretty quickly there for a little while. It was like temperate, and then it just got really hot, and I just couldn't sit out here.
Wow. Yeah, you're drawing in a garage too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I'll just I don't know how honest I should get with how messed up things have been lately for me, but
don't.
I mean, you don't have to tell the whole internet.
Like let's
like
say
50 people watching. By the way,
this weather is not conducive well to like keeping me like healthy. So
okay,
I've like been spending a lot of time just sitting inside with the AC and like trying to like do little doodlings on like my bed or whatever. But the light in there is like terrible.
Yeah, you need a studio in somewhere not a garage.
Well, I don't have a lot of space, so this is I'm working with what I got.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I feel you.
I would say 8 months out of the year, this room, this little spot is perfect. There's a couple times when it gets really cold and everybody gets upset at me because I use a shop lamp to stay warm.
Oh my god,
it gets really cold in here, and there's like a shop lamp I have that like you can see the like steam coming off of it because it gets so hot. And,
oh my god.
and Billy's like, he's like, you're gonna start a fire in there. It's so hot. What are you doing? And I'm like, no, it's totally warm. It's cool. You know, it's like just like a lamp, and the lamp is so hot it just gives off heat.
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it's I just put it in the little walkway here, and it shoots heat right at me. It's nice, and it's kind of like cozy in here. But yeah, like this past couple weeks has been just steaming, and you get so hot, then you can't really think, So then, like,
I know. Yeah, I've been in Taiwan. It's the same way. they have no central heating there, and like my parents would just nobody has AC, at least in like older buildings.
Well,
and when I grew up in an older building, so my parents would be like, just wear less clothes and like just turn on the fan. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because
you're like just wear less skin.
Yeah. Like it's the whole thing where before there were like I think the city makes it hotter too because my grandma's always going on about before the city was built, all this concrete and all these high walls that like trap the heat. Like the countryside of Taiwan, it was hot, but it was bearable. But like now it's just fucking inhuman during the summer, and it's a subtropical island. And my parents are like, no, don't turn on the AC. We need to save money. Let me save like 2 cents. It was horrible. I totally feel you, man.
I went out. DJ knows what this heat's about too, because a lot of people think like Hawaii, it's tropical, it's wonderful or whatever. Like there's some times of the year there that it gets beastly humid. Like
right now it is.
Oof.
I heard Hawaii is like the tourist centers are nice, but the rest of it is ghetto as fuck. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes. That's so funny. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
There's so many touristy locations that are like the nice places are nice just for the tourists, and the rest of it is just like slums, like fucking savannah. And shit.
Yeah, it can be.
Oh, that's so funny. I mean, not really funny, but you know what I mean.
There's some nice
That's
places,
unfortunate.
but,
I still want to go just for the landscape.
Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
And even like, I don't know. I found even like the bad parts were still kind of like they're nice, but like
Quaint,
I will say the one thing that was amazing to me that like opened my eyes was the first time I went out there like years ago. I can't remember if it was the Big Island or Oahu. I can't remember where it was, but the homeless people there are like another level of homeless. Like you see homeless here, they look like college students that are trying to like bum some change compared to the Hawaiian homeless. The Hawaiian homeless are like the characters out of the animated series Primal.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, they're next level, man. Whoa.
Well, you guys know that they ship all the homeless from California and all of that. They ship them all over here.
Really?
Oh my
They ship them from
god.
the cold states, and they ship them all. They just give them one-way tickets, and they just ship them all here. And so we end up dealing with so many people from.
They do the same thing in
rest of the
California.
country ships them to California, and then California ships them to Hawaii.
Yeah, you're getting the bleed off from us.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I apologize.
Why
for our
can't they
terrible-
do anything right? What the hell? Yeah. Ideator for 5. Thank you very much. Ideator says self-insert whenever you want in your own book. The self-insert from IOC is not flattering. Send a DM about my contribution for follow-up. Oh, okay, cool. I will check. Thank you very much. And yeah, it depends. It depends on. I don't think a self-insert is necessarily terrible, but it's just been done badly so many times. Like usually a self-insert is like this flawless sort of like protected character that's either a Gary or Mary Stu.
Usually self-insert is like a character that looks like you in the background, or a guy that's working a cash register or something. Not like I am
right,
Spider.
But we're talking about like
Gwen
one of the
Stacy.
major like fucking Wesley, what's his name in Star Trek? Like that was a self-insert and everybody hated him. Like so like that where a character is just inserted there without really earning anything. But no, like I can't even imagine doing that. That's so weird. If I ever self-insert, I would like beat the shit out of myself in my comic, because like why else would I do that? That would be the most fun thing to do. I don't give a shit. No, that is my thing. Yeah, we definitely like when we write a character, you have to put a little bit of yourself into them. There's part of your psyche that is reflected in your characters, but like a full-on, I think what people mean by self-insert is a character that's a Gary or Mary Stu, basically.
Right.
Let me see. Did I miss anything else? People are saying take off clothes. Hawaii is trying to cover for their rampant drug problem. Oh my god. Would I make myself the villain? Fun fact, I absolutely love the villain of Fiendish. But I can't talk about who this person is yet because those are huge spoilers. But they are damn, I'm like excited to write them. They're I think I'm really proud of this character, and like I love this character. It took a long time to get right. I think I've got it right. I think their motivations are really interesting. It depends on, I don't know, because I have to get through the first arc before I properly introduce this person. Because the first arc is essentially Cosmere, Iskall, Yomi, and Ragna going back to Dorvo, and that's about 4 or 5 books. So I'm like, that's why I'm in such a rush. I'm like, I can't like focus on other shit. Like I can't like spend time shipping the books. It's a big series, so the whole thing is about 20 books. So I have to like work faster and just focus on drawing the fucking comic. Oh my god. So I don't like properly introduce them until the end of the first arc. But yeah, I think the motivations are very interesting. it might be kind of controversial as well. I can see people not being happy with their motivations and the fact that that made them a villain, but I don't care. I think you had to be willing to be a little controversial. No, it's not. I don't spend that much time thinking about her. I don't hate her. I really don't. I'm just annoyed by her. Yeah, I don't think about her at all during my day. Really.
I hadn't thought about her until it was brought up just now.
I know. Yeah, I don't think about her. Like, why would I? I have
That's crazy.
I've been like, all I've been thinking about, I'm like work, and I've been thinking about Tolkien for like a whole week right now because I'm getting back into Tolkien lore. So it's been like
I started watching Lord of the Rings again today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I've been rereading the Silmarillion. Parts of it, at least. I'm trying to review the lore because the Second Age lore is what's
Do you like
being portrayed
audiobooks?
in the show. Yeah, I do. Well, the first time I read a Silmarillion was an audiobook. But
do you have the audiobook of the Sons of Durodan or whatever, the book that's like the last book, I guess?
No,
it was a book
by Tolkien or Christopher?
Tolkien was writing it, and then like he only set up the foundations for it, and then I guess his son Christopher came in and finished it. But it's more or less supposed to be like more his father's book. Well, they have an audiobook of it that's read by Christopher Lee.
Oh, that's really cool. Right. So
really cool.
So this is what's interesting because, like I said, when you consume Tolkien, you should take all of his work into account as a whole. And so the Silmarillion is actually only part of his account of the rest of the world and what was going on with the world, because he had a lot of letters and like untold stories and shit. And as soon as I'm done reviewing the Silmarillion, I'm going to get back to because I haven't read the those side stories and stuff. I need to find those and read those too, so I can get a better picture of what's going on and properly tear this show to threads. I mean, I already have, but it's just nothing like Tolkien. It just feels so weird and boring and off. Why must they ruin everything?
Sweet Jables.
Sweet what?
Oh, nothing. Keep drawing.
Okay.
I'm watching.
Children of Hurin?
Yeah, Children of Hurin, that's it.
Oh!
It's pretty good. It's very in line with Silmarillion as far as like the dialogue is like, it's not like simple names like Gandalf, Frodo. It's like elven names and stuff. It's like super, like, it's a little hard to keep track of, a little bit. Like, I had to listen to it a couple times.
A little bit country. A
little bit country, some rock and roll.
Children of Hurin. Cool. By the way, speaking of Hurin, if you guys, if anyone doubts that Tolkien ever wrote anything severely fucked up, look up the story of Turin. I mean,
of what?
Turin.
Oh.
So
tell us, what is the story of Turin?
Turin is this hero of like the he's a human who fought against the Dark Lord and all that shit long time ago, blah 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 blah. But he was the son of a ruler, but his family was like torn apart. His father was taken captive, and I don't know the exact details because I didn't read the actual thing. I read like a summary of it. But in short, the story is Turin, he was sent off to be raised by elves. He was like the first human who was raised by elves. Again, like this is something that like Aragorn grew up the same way. He was raised by Elrond, but Turin was the first human child that was raised by elves a long time ago. Anyways, so he had really bad luck in basically, I don't know how to describe it. So he was a great warrior, and he went to the front of the war against the Dark Lords, and he fought, and he was a great warrior and all this shit. But one time he was eventually taken captive, and his best friend came to save him in the dark, but Turin was so delirious and so out of it, and had been taken captive for so long, and it was really dark, that when he felt someone like jabbing him on his restraints, he thought that was somebody trying to torture him. So he grabbed a sword and stabbed the person who was who was touching him, and then there was some light appeared or something, and he saw that he just killed his best friend who was about to rescue him. So and then the story, basically, he's like the most unlucky man on the planet ever. This is a little fucked up. I'm really bad at explaining this. Morgoth cursed his bloodline. There you go. There's like some kind of curse that was placed upon his bloodline or some shit. Yeah, it's hinted. Okay. Fucking people like George R. R. Martin, who was like, well, fantasy written by Tolkien was like all perfect and nothing bad ever happened. There was never any sex or rape. It's like, it's hinted at. Read what he actually wrote.
She sips angrily from her tin stein.
Literally, there are some dark stories that he wrote, like just like The Hobbit, and The Hobbit was obviously for kids. It wasn't that dark. Lord of the Rings, it didn't touch upon sex, but dude, just because he didn't explicitly write like this guy got a giant boner and was boning this bitch, that doesn't mean he didn't. These things weren't referenced. So, I get really mad. And George R. R. Martin is really annoying. And I love his work, but he's really fucking annoying sometimes. He's like, well, what's the tax policy of Aragorn? Anyways, so he's so annoying. So then Turin was raised by the elves away from his mother, and when he left his mother was pregnant with his younger sister, so he never met his younger sister. So as an adult, he grew up, he went to war, and then when he was adult, he met a dragon, and dragon taunted him, was like, your mother and sister are being kept captive and shit. So he set out to try and find his mother and sister, but then he was told that his sister had been killed by orcs, so he found like this grave that was supposedly his sister's. So he's like, oh no, I can't find my mother and my sister is dead. So he keeps on visiting the grave, and one day he came upon the grave, and there's this girl that's just lying there naked, and she has no memory, she can't remember how to speak, and he protected her and took care of her, and eventually she learned how to speak, and they grew close, and they got married, and after some time she got pregnant, blah 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 blah, things move forward. But while she is pregnant with his child, he went and fought this dragon again. What was his name? Was it Glaurung or was it somebody else? This dragon that had been plaguing his family for years. And it's revealed in the end as he's fighting, as he fought the dragon, he killed the dragon. But before the dragon dies, the dragon reveals to them that girl that he married was his sister that he never met, but it had been so long, she had grown up, and he captured his sister and wiped her memory and placed her there so he would find her, and he ended up his bloodline is cursed, so he ended up marrying his sister and impregnating her, and when she found out, she jumped into a river, killing herself, and then he denied the whole thing for a while, but then eventually he stabbed himself to death and killed himself as well. So it was some old boy shit. And Tolkien wrote this, so don't give me any of that. Tolkien wrote everything so fantasy-like, and everything worked out fine. They were always happy endings. Jeez. There you go.
Jeez.
True.
I don't remember Elijah Wood banging his sister.
You don't?
That's because he drowned her in the lake.
Oh my god.
She wasn't even in Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you remember.
Totally.
He took that proud foot and stuck her underneath the water.
What is it? What does that mean? Wincest? To wince.
No,
That's the
chat's being
winces?
gross. Don't worry about it. Chat's being gross.
Wincest. Oh my god, that's terrible.
You guys are gross. You guys are
What does that
terrible.
mean, wincest?
What do you think it means, wincest?
Oh my god!
It's like the grossest. Like,
It
like
is.
to wince.
It's terrible.
To wince from something. Like that's the
No,
most
Matt,
wince thing.
like it's like
Wincest.
saying
Like it's
like
incest,
saying
but it's
Griffith
win
did
also.
nothing wrong. It's like saying Griffith
Yeah.
did nothing wrong. They're being edgy. You're way too high, Matt.
Oh, see, I'm thinking WINCE, like to
Yeah,
wince
no,
from
it's
something.
win as in like a big win.
Nah, man, that's a fucking L. That's a genetic L.
That's a taking a knee.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my God.
you're not even taking it, you're being put on your knee.
Ow.
That's a fucking genetic no.
It's totally old boyish. That was the first thing I thought of. But Tolkien came first. I'm sure it's not the only kind of its story though. Because
God, man, I want to love Old
Ophelia
Boy,
and
but that
shit.
movie is so
Yeah.
fucked up. I want to be like,
Like
yeah,
these
man.
stories are. And what was the Greek guy who also banged his mom? Like this shit has happened. This is like an age-old
Oedipus Rex
myth.
or something.
Oedipus
Oedipus.
and Ophelia. Like this shit.
Oedipus. Who the fuck is Oedipus? That's his cousin.
Oedipus.
Edward Puss.
All right. Your high emergency landing. That's about. I don't think I've seen Matt this high. You're like really on like a different planet today.
I had responsibilities all day, so I was not partaking.
Oh damn, go solo. Ah, sigh. So what are you drawing?
I was doing a sketch card for Death Curse Comics. They sent a whole bunch to me.
Why didn't they send me any, man? I did a fan art piece for them.
So I'm just like doing a bunch. I did that one.
Wow.
I don't think they like you, Dan.
I guess not.
And then
I don't
did.
think they like you.
You're right. You're right.
I think you need to like bang on the door and yell at them about this.
I don't
really
hear
not
from them
cool.
anymore. It's all right.
Yeah.
You see the-
I don't think
I
you're
did
friends
that.
anymore.
Oh, look at that. That's why they sent him to Matt, because Matt's good.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's what I was just doing. And then I'm doing some thumbnails for the final pages of Rock and Roll Ninja.
Some fun nails.
It's kind of bittersweet.
Is it bittersweet?
Yeah, because it's like it's gonna be the last time I draw these guys for a little while, and I've just been like drawing them so much, and I've just been really into them, and I know them back and forth and in and out, and it'll be weird not drawing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Understandable.
know what you mean.
Because I'm like, I need to get this finished. I'm so fucking tired of drawing ninjas. But then, like near the, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna be drawing ninjas.
Meanwhile, I'm sending Matt links to ninja action figures and all kinds of ninja stuff.
He's just rubbing it in. It's like he just lost his puppy and just sending him links to puppy toys.
I'm like-
what the fuck
I'm
is
like,
wrong with you, Dan?
Look at this cool
Wanker.
Bruce Lee-esque G.I. Joe figure they made in like India, man. I just got that in the mail the other day.
Stop, dude.
Just
Stop
rub
showing
it
me
in.
fucking
Just
toys.
rub it in, dude.
Dope.
You're just. I mean, well,
I
I'm
got
sure
him-
you're tormenting him on purpose.
He's writing the original 1982 G.I. Joe Ram cycle that I got.
What was that again? Yeah, just like that.
Hey, Dan, what is easier, Indiegogo or Kickstarter?
Which is this?
What is easier to run the campaigns on, Indiegogo or Kickstarter? You did both.
I would say Indiegogo because you don't really have to like that whole like thing of like tracking people down to make sure they filled out like their things and everything seems like that's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's really annoying with Kickstarter.
And Indiegogo, you don't have to do that. Like the people just pay up front. You have all their info right there, and it's done. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now because God, it sucks.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the Kickstarter, like the other Kickstarter, I'm not really running that. My friend runs it. It's kind of like his book. I'm almost sort of like a gun for hire sort of thing on that, but he does kind of like, the guy that I work with is really cool. I've done like little sketch cards with things with him for years, so he kind of like cuts me in a little bit. Like, so if like it does kick off in some way, then like I'll get a percentage later, but he usually just pays me up front to do the pages, pays me pretty good, and then he runs everything, so I don't have to really worry about that much. I've been thinking about porting Goblin Girl over to do an after campaign there after things like, or the books are done and everything, and I'm shipping stuff out. But I haven't done anything with that yet. I haven't even really looked at it yet.
Yeah,
but it doesn't seem the simplest. When I went in and I was looking at the thing, like how to build the campaign, I was like, it doesn't seem like it's very visual, like showing you like how it's being built.
Yeah. I did EXILED 1, and I just finished, so I gotta fulfill now. But I was wondering if I should jump over to Indiegogo and do EXILED over there, or should
I think you should. You should try it. Most of your audience might have been over on Kickstarter, because that's the thing I've seen is people that start one on one place and they go to the other.
Right.
Sometimes they see a lot more, but sometimes they'll see like they'll get a little bit, but most of them will be on that first one because everybody found them there first.
Right.
But I think the thing that you could do if you did the Indiegogo is, the thing Indiegogo has is like mine right now. Like, it's still open, people can still back it, and it just stays that way until
has in demand.
Yeah.
Great.
So you'll be able to use it kind of like as a store. So people will like be buying them, and you'll be able to like see who's bought one and then just ship one out, like once you have product in hand.
Right.
So you can kind of use it in that way.
And then, but also you can like with Indiegogo, I see them like the campaign. You can like open a campaign up again.
No,
you can do a second chance campaign, but you have to make a new one though.
Like they can they do 30 days, and then right at the end they open them up for like an extra 30 days or something like that.
Yeah,
no,
so there's a way.
There's
a way to do that when you set it up. You have to set it up that way in the beginning. And you can adjust it as you go along if you decide to, but most people, they set it up in the beginning to go that way. You do 30, and then because of the way the system works, when it comes close to the end of the 30 days, they'll start to like push you and like promote you a little more. And then like the site itself, and they'll like raise your visibility usually. And then you'll flip over into that next 60, and then at the end of that 60, they'll do it again, before you're about to end. So that's why people usually do it that way.
Okay, yeah.
It's the way the system works, like, because it knows like you're going to the end in 30 days, so it goes, hey, like the first 30 days, this is almost over. You might want to check it out if you're interested. They'll do something like that usually.
Okay.
And also like for your backers and stuff, it like people like seeing milestones and like the stretch goals and stuff, and some of that is also the whole 30-day mark. A lot of people like to do like, hey, it's been 30 days, here's something special we're gonna add for the next 30 or whatever, and then closeout stream, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I gotta start doing, is like streaming.
You do, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Streaming helps, talking
does.
to your customers and just coming on here and having fun. And the whole Indiegogo thing is like you learn as you go. And there's a lot to learn, but Dan explained the basics pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you're all right.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you did all right.
I'm not too bad.
Points of critique, but whatever,
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
Yes, you did all right. I haven't done Kickstarter before, but I will say I'm very content with Indiegogo. Just like the fact that you can do, I think Kickstarter can do flexible funding now. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that. But I like that Indiegogo can do flexible funding, which means you don't have to reach your goal. You can choose to
Thank you, Alex,
keep whatever you get, and you can also do like 60 days, and you can go in demand. I love that you can essentially use the store use Indiegogo like your online store, as long as I think you get an order within like 6 months. You just keep on, you can just keep on taking orders, so that's really nice. And I just like the interface a lot more.
Yeah, I just did the Kickstarter and it took me like forever because I did like everything by myself. So that took me so long.
It's hard.
But I just wanted to see which one would be easier. And I think, well,
from what I saw from the Kickstarter when I was looking at, it looked like you kind of put everything in and then you kind of like then have to like I don't know like how you see what you're building. But
yeah.
On Indiegogo you can actually see what you're building. Yeah. There's like an extra side window that shows everything kind of like in the feed of how it's going to kind of look. And
well, it's like the campaign I was just showing, that's not live yet, but I can see the whole thing exactly.
There you go.
Not even we're launching Saturday, but I can see exactly how it's going to look.
That's her building station right there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like as I'm building it. So
yeah.
Like, why would I go anywhere else?
That was the first time, so I had no idea what was what until I went live, and I was like, okay, that's what that was. But you got to hit the preview function, and then you can see it all. But
that's terrible.
So the whole crowdfunding thing, and it's like, oh man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then I got funded, but I was like, I thought it would be more, So I really build the audience,
Yeah. Hey, it's Hockey. What's up?
G'day, everyone. This is Hockey, the ad hoc artist, the best dressed person in CG, and wearer fine hats. And I am here.
Wow.
I'm here.
I love that introduction.
Closest neighbor to our friend DJ, who is right below you.
That's true. You are.
There we go.
That is technically true. What's up? I don't think I've heard that enthusiastic of an intro. I was actually about to end the stream soon. I was like, I'm not feeling it. And Hockey came in.
Bam!
Yeah.
Just got here.
No. Let's chat. I mean,
let's rock it. Yay.
I love hockey. Now we can keep on going. I was gonna be like, we're going on fucking forever. I want to go to my hole. I'm kind of out of energy, but hockey's here. So
yeah.
My energy is replenished.
Woohoo! Hello, everyone.
I have an important question, everybody. A very important question.
Uh-oh.
How many diverging degrees should I have these boobs bounce right now?
Ooh. At least
I think they're fabulous. I feel partially responsible somehow for their buoyancy.
Why? It's totally not because you drew my character. She already had really big boobs, but like when I saw you draw her.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this, I'm like, these are pretty good. I'm like, and then I'm thinking like the fans of your book are probably going, that fucking Dan, he's a terrible influence on her.
This is pretty
good.
Like,
they're saying the opposite.
Like, if I draw it like this, like, is that pretty good? Like,
that's pretty great.
Yeah, like that. Because she's moving, so they should be boom.
So yeah, you're looking for that warble.
Yeah, I'm trying to like capture that
water balloon, that water balloon shimmy.
Yeah.
Like oceans, like waves on the ocean. We can see these boobs rippling.
Yeah, I'm trying to capture the boob dandness.
You've caught it. You catch it every time.
Thank you. I've been working hard. I've been working hard on my boobs, everybody.
Okay.
Chat's going to.
I've been working hard on other people's boobs.
Well, that works too. How does she move with those? That doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
I might have made them a little too big. The whole point, though, I wanted to give her boobs that are as big as they could probably realistically be, just for fun. So
yeah, it's realistic.
Totally.
Well, I don't know. I have seen
come out that way.
Big boobs.
Oh, some it's rare, but some women actually do really have boobs that big, even if they're not like. Even if they're
quite a few of them.
Yeah, even if they're thin waist and everything.
Size.
It
Leah's
totally
about that.
is.
That's about Leah's size right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Can you, if you motorboated those type of boobs, would you drown?
Get concussion for sure.
You just get suffocate when you try and get in there, and you just go, "Oh wait, I'm stuck."
Oh, that's great. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I suppose that could completely happen. That totally could be a reality.
That'd
like-
be a problem you want, right?
Why worry about it? It would be a happy
Oh
guy.
no, I'm stuck in some boobies.
It would
Quick,
be a very
hand me a
happy
snorkel.
guy.
Oh no, can't breathe.
What a place to die.
Maybe I'll use this other appendage to separate them and then climb out.
Sweet
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret.
That'll
What
really
will I
help.
ever do?
Mhm.
Unless the boobies are like man-eater boobies, like those monsters from Beastmaster with the wings.
I'm gonna have her butt
You
stick
go,
out
hey,
some more.
what's going on? And then they like the boobies shoot out at you and wrap around you.
AC's totally gonna make fun of me for this because she makes fun of anything that isn't totally naturalistic. But listen,
Yeah,
I
she
don't give
does.
that. I don't give that much of a. I
Yet
actually
she
give very
drew-
few shits
Yet she
about
drew
what looks natural.
massive boobs for me, and they looked fantastic.
Yeah, she drew massive boobs for Ragnar too. She drew the trading card for the Chapter 2 campaign. Oh, there you go. I broke through. I finally got her to draw giant boobs. Well, both of us did.
Yeah.
We're slowly
Everybody
trading
needs a
her.
bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a
We're
bosom.
training her up, as they say in the manga world.
The mango world. That's not what they say.
The
Oh,
manga world.
I think that's decent. I think there you go. I've been waiting to pencil this page forever. Let's see. Working on this page. And then I've got this where Nina's jumping on Casimir. Yeah.
Nice color. I like the blue line color you chose for that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Question mark?
It's very soothing. Though the action in there is not soothing. The action is very full on, but the color is soothing.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be right. She'll be right.
He'll be fine.
She'll be right.
It's only a giant cat. He'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
It's coming to give hugs.
Yeah.
Hi, hello. I'm just a friendly man-eating lion.
Yep.
He's just a fiendish Tigger.
Mhm. That's exactly what's happening. Whew. All right. Joseph, I think I have tight stomach.
all right.
I don't know. I've been I don't know. I sit and draw all day. I don't think I have a great stomach. At least I'm not ultra fat though. All right. You guys. Okay. All right. That's too much. I feel like it's a little much. Is this too much for you guys to handle? I feel like this is a little much.
Oh,
I think we had a good evening. You know, we promoted a book. We talked some shit about random stuff. Nerded out about Tolkien. Drew boobs. Pretty good evening. Yeah. Really though, I'm getting tired because I've been up. I got like 3 hours of sleep yesterday, so I've been up forever.
Dan just got here though.
I just got here.
Well, you know that's just too bad, Dan. Maybe you can show up earlier.
Maybe
And,
if I had the link.
I mean,
Oh,
you did actually have the link for like an hour before you came on, so.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I posted in the Facebook chat.
You did?
Yes.
I'm gonna go look before you add it.
Go look, Dan. You'll see
I'm gonna
it
go
there,
look.
Dan.
Because I was looking to see it. I was
Anyways.
like, oh, she's just doing. Well, like I said before, I like to not come. Like if you're promoting someone's book, unless specifically I'm asked to be on there, I like to give. I think it's best that you have a one-on-one with a creator to like talk about their.
Yeah, but then
project for
Adam
at least an
bounced
hour.
after like an hour, so I was just like, well,
Yeah, well, that's how long it's
do I
supposed to
just
go.
like hold my non-existent dick here, or do I invite people? I'm confused.
Why is it got to get weird like that?
I know exactly.
Is
He's
it
gone
weird?
back to Iceland.
It's like the first time you've spoken to me. It's not weird at
This
all.
stream, this is from like an hour ago.
It was that I at 9:30.
You just dropped that emotional damage on me like an hour ago.
What? The time is 9:30 on the Facebook post.
The time is 9:30 on a Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Anyhow.
Any tapping out now.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm tired. So, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the boobs. There you go.
Boo!
We did. You did.
I need some coffee, and then I'll probably take a nap, and then continue working. But I need to go. Oh, I'm tired.
And I'll miss you tomorrow.
Thank you.
You got hockey singing Elven limericks for you.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's lovely. Beautiful.
I just want everyone in Australia to please be patient. Things hopefully will be fixed. Don't fret, please.
I told everybody about that. I think everyone who's still here has heard about it, but yeah, Hockey is my Australia distributor, and we had a bunch of books that were dropped in a tub of water by the mailman.
God,
literally. Fucking. They haven't emailed me or called me yet, by the way. So that's nice.
You might have to hit them up. You might have to.
I will do that.
It's a true story. I heard it from Hockey firsthand.
So if one of the things I wanted people here in Australia to, because there's a lot of people that won't back the next book if they haven't received the first one. I just want people to not do that. If for this campaign, if you've seen Reenie's artwork, you know how gorgeous it is, and people are getting their books, they're doing reviews, they're promoting. So please be confident that the second book will be fantastic, and jump in this weekend. Back it. So don't hold back.
Things are getting fixed.
Things will be getting fixed.
This is a whole frustrating thing where I have shipped.
There you go.
I had how many books do I have? Let me look. 1,000 in total. All right, in total. Let's take a look. No, this is a lightning campaign. No, fuck off. Go die, please. Anyways, it was like about 1352 or something. And that's how many orders. And they're all shipped. They are all shipped. And the only thing that I have to deal with is books that were damaged, books that are sent back to me because the address is wrong. And those are the only books. Those are the only, and the books that were just shipped the past few days. So those who don't have their books yet, but you should have a tracking number if your books haven't been shipped. So besides from that, I have fulfilled the whole campaign. I just have to deal with mailing issues and mailmen dropping books in tubs. I'm going to repackage as soon as we figure out which numbers. Which number numbers those were, I'm going to resend them. And anybody whose books were undeliverable, please check your emails. I've emailed a few people; they haven't gotten back to me. I will. If your books are misdelivered, even if it was sent to an old address, you forgot to update your address, someone else took your book, I will send you a whole new book. I'm gonna get you your books. But
and from what Hockey told me, there was 2 packages that were sent. One was a large package, and the other one was a smaller one. And supposedly, the smaller one is the one that got damaged. So there is quite a few that are still possibly getting delivered soon.
Yeah,
I'm assuming the package was there.
Yeah,
that box the bigger box hasn't arrived yet. I think because it's bigger, it might have went on a different plane or something. Maybe it's in customs a little longer. So thank you everyone for being patient. Everything can be a little bit of a pain when it's coming over. So
I literally sent them a month ago. It took it took a whole month to get there already, and then this shit happens and it gets damaged right as it's about to reach Hockey's door. It just pisses me off so much. And the UK orders, those went to Charlie's London, and they got there in about 2 weeks, and she's already sent them out. So I'm just Australia is this black hole on the planet where everything wants to sabotage you in every way.
However, in the future, in the future, we may be looking into something new, but I don't want to give too many details at this stage. There's still a lot of work to be involved, but hopefully it will mean things will be a decent delivery cost and quick. So we'll see.
Quick service.
Yes, that is all true. Alrighty, I'm dying, so I'm going to go now. Everybody, Fiendish Chapter 2 is launching this Saturday at noon. It's gonna be on EBS, and then I'm gonna be on Red Rockery at night. It's gonna be a bunch of goodies and all kinds of awesome stuff. Don't forget to check out myself and Ali show Friday at 11 p.m. EST. Yes, it's late as fuck. We're weirdos. That's what goth girls do. We stream in the middle of the night.
Get it, girl.
Also, check out The Exiled by Wesley Snipes and Adam Lawson. That's what we were supposed to be promoting all night, but Adam had to go. That's fine.
What did you say the name of the book was called? Incels?
Exiled.
The Exiled. It's on the screen.
Exiled, not
if you're looking at the
incels.
screen, you can look at the screen. It's right there.
Don't get me.
Yeah. I backed
I'm real high. I'm real high now. I'm drinking. Don't get me.
Funny enough, I backed this
okay,
already on
okay.
Kickstarter.
I'm looking.
But it's well worth the
Exiled,
back. I
not
got
incels.
the statue figurine thing with it. So
Yeah,
And I've
yeah,
seen
the
that-
statue looks really
Right.
cool.
I saw that in person, and it's really impressive, like
Mhm.
quality sculpt.
Yeah, the statue is somewhere down here. It's pretty awesome. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I would love
Big.
something like that. That would be great. Alrighty. Thank you guys all for coming on. It was fun. And thank you guys, chat, for being here with me, and the mods for posting all the links. You guys are lovely. Follow everybody. Y'all have your Twitter handles. Boopdan, @HogArt, Matt Barr, and DJ.
First
where
Watch
can
Studios.
people follow you? First Watch Studios on Twitter. Sweet.
Bam.
All right.
Oh,
And follow me, Erin Raz. Yay! All right.
If you're here and you're not following Rainy, that's weird. So
I mean, I don't know.
That's
So
really weird.
you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. But
never know.
Some
Bye,
people,
everyone.
some people don't subscribe or follow, and they just like watch you because you pop on your recommendations. Okay. Anyways, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you soon. See you at the launch for Finish too. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Let's really start drinking now.
Bye. What should I end on?
Emotional damage.